don't care. I don't care. Have no sympathy, don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm sorry.
There he is. Oh. I thought I added myself to the stream. I was wrong.
Yeah, I was like, well, this is just me taking over today.
Yeah.
It's going all right. It's been a fun
Are you wearing a Dodgers hat?
Yeah. I had to match the blue, man. I knew you were gonna hate me. But this is since we're doing ribs. I got my throwback
I feel like
Memphis State Penny Hardaway jersey.
So if like tonight, Dodgers are playing the Giants, are you rooting for the Dodgers?
No, God no. It's just because it matches.
It's
literally is
a fashion choice.
Yeah, purely 100%. It's royal blue on royal blue. Like that's it.
Okay. You know, there's other teams that have royal blue hats, right?
Yeah, I know, but I coached.
I'm going to send you one.
I coached the Dodgers. My son was the Lakeland Dodgers. I coached him.
Okay.
So like I had the Dodger hat because I was.
Did you get to choose what team you got?
So by the time we chose the teams, it was between the Dodgers or I think the Cubs, and I definitely did not want the Cubs. I just did not. I mean, Memphis, you're close to St. Louis. Everybody's a Cardinals fan here. So, like, I definitely did not want the Cubs.
Swish says, I'll give subs if I can get a rundown as what the hell is happening in Flow Fast.
I'm with you, too. I'll do exactly the same thing. Like, how the hell do we get these packs again? Is it just straight giveaways within the Discord?
I have no idea.
Hey,
Greg,
there's
the
another
house?
guy. There's another guy.
I think you're muted, buddy.
Yeah, unmute yourself.
No, there you're there. I hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can.
Okay,
You're solid.
can.
You're solid.
The
Good to see you
gang's all
guys.
back in town. I have no idea what's going on with FlowFest. I have to admit that I've been like relatively busy with other stuff, and I have just been like incommunicado with all of that. I know that they've been promoting the hell out of it, but I haven't had time this week. But anyway, Greg, you're not a Dodger fan, right? Oh fuck.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
not.
it's okay,
I'm not, though.
right?
I'm not a
Let's
Dodger
go.
fan.
Let's go.
I mean, I grew up in San Diego, so it's like
Yeah.
Padres, but Padres
Right.
suck. So it's like you want to root for somebody in the playoffs. So I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a Dodger fan, but I don't hate them like everybody else does.
Did the Padres randomly make it to the World Series like
In
at
the
all?
90s.
In the
I think
90s,
they
right?
did.
That-
Yeah.
They lost the Yankees maybe or something like that.
Something
'Cause
like
Couldn't
that.
tell you.
Yeah.
like one of those dynasty years where
98 versus the Yankees, according to Mike Weiss.
So there
I
you
was
go.
gonna say
Yeah, I knew
98,
I was like
yeah.
I knew they randomly got there once.
Yeah, GP Top Shotter saying turning this shit off. This is a Giants podcast.
We're gonna talk baseball.
We're gonna talk
based
baseball.
on our knowledge of it, which ended
So-
in about 2002.
Can I tell you guys a short story? And I'll bring VEERMAN in a minute when we talk. So my wife went out of town like last week, and so I was on solo dad duty for 5-6 days. It was like,
Oh,
yeah,
marathon.
it was a long one. I can sympathize with her now. I've gone away for work and done all sorts of stuff. But anyway, long story short, my dad flew in to help me out, and he brought with him. I tweeted this. I'm not sure if you saw. But he brought with him like all of his old baseball
Cardboard.
cards
mhm.
and cardboard stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, I collected these when I was like 8. These are from like 1960." And I was like, "Dad, these are 60 years old. Like these are really old." And he's like going through the box. He's going through the box and he's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had like a full top set of the 1962 and 1963
Wow.
and all this stuff." And I was like, I started looking at this shit and I'm like, holy shit. And he's starting to parse through it and he's like, "None of my good stuff's in here. I had a bunch of good stuff and none of it's in here." And so he's like, "I'm going to look when I get home. Maybe I put them somewhere else." So he calls me the next night after he got home. And he's like, "I found all the good stuff. They were put away in like, in sleeves and stuff." So he sent me
No
his
way.
like good stuff. And I'm like afraid to show some of this stuff because I feel like someone, if they could figure out like where I live, they might like come and murder me. So like take everybody in the chat. You got to type, this is the non-disclosure agreement. You got to type W in the chat if you agree to not come to my house and kill me. W's in the chat, please. And then I'll show
Legally binding.
legally binding NDA. But he's got some like nice stuff, just like it's all the all-stars and it's like Willie Mays and like lots of Whitey for. I mean, there's like rookie cards from like Yastrzemski in here, and
This is going to be you, Plunge, with your kids, with your Top Shot moments.
yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. A bunch of Hank Aaron in here, like it's crazy. And then just like really good stuff from like the 60s and 1962 and 1960, Orlando Cepeda, all this different stuff. So I'm trying to figure out. It looked like I like Googled it the other day. There is someone in Madison that's like an older sports card collector, and like not just like a hobby shop. It's like a guy that does significant stuff with old stuff. So I think I'm going to try and set up an appointment with them to go and just like look at some things because it would be pretty cool to be able to do that. But it brings up an interesting point. We start talking about Run It Back, right? Like the Run It Back set in Top Shot. We are early, right? Like that's the refrain that we keep hearing. We are early. I am so curious. Like, okay, the world 60 years ago and collecting things, and it was a childish pastime of collecting. Like none of this stuff is expensive, right? He couldn't afford anything that was expensive. He would literally sell.
It's like a pack of gum back.
Yeah, it's
originally
literally a pack
back
of
then. Yeah.
So the idea that like there are potentially things that 60 years from now digitally like might be worth something and be like significantly more than they're worth now just by nature of having them and having them preserved for however long is such an interesting concept to me, because you don't have to worry about degradation, you don't have to worry about physical collecting stuff. It's just like a really interesting topic. So that
counterpoint though to the whole like degradation thing, some of the old heads, I don't know if your dad feels this way, I know my dad feels this way. Part of the value prop and the reason why a lot of that stuff does gain significant value is the fact that the ones that do survive, like a survivorship aspect of it, right? Like the fact that those cards are in the condition they're in makes them all the more valuable, more so than like a scarcity. Well, I mean, I guess it inherently becomes a scarcity thing. Like maybe it wasn't initially, but then, you know, like you get one of these ribs, 990 of them, and let's say 50 years from now they could like digitally decompose somehow, and there's only 90 of them that aren't corrupted or something.
It's gonna be attrition and like loss of wallet, like loss of
they get lost
stuff.
they get just lost forever or whatever.
Dead wallets. I think I saw something, I forget where it was, maybe it was a Beanie tweet or something, that there's a wallet that has 130 punks in it that hasn't been touched in like 4 years, where it's very evident that wallet is just dead. It's like, oh, that's brutal. That's so tough.
You just pay somebody to crack it, like that the article you hear every now and then. It was a couple of years back, the guy who's got like whatever, he had like 2,000 Bitcoin or something, and he was on his last try for his password. It's like, bro, pay someone like $1 million and just be like, crack this, and you can't. That's the point. That's the point. Is you can't crack it. But like, you know, get the smartest freaking, get Hugh Jackman from Swordfish to just like pop in and just be like, let's get this fucking Bitcoin.
That's your hacker. That's a good question. Like, what's your hacker movie reference? I think mine would
Swordfish for sure. It's Swordfish for me.
Swordfish.
Yeah,
I think it's
Halle Berry.
Yeah, it's Matrix.
Halle Berry.
Come on. I went to the theater. We went to the theater to see that. I was, I guess, teenager or whatever. And the second that scene ended with her, and I mean, it's like 25 minutes into the movie, and it's very short. The second it ended, like as a joke with my buddies, I was like, "Well, all right, I guess it's time to leave."
Well, all right. Well, that's enough cardboard talk. I'm like pumped about it. But Veerman, are you ready to rock? Can you? It looks like you're good. I'm gonna add you to the stream.
Yo.
Hey.
What's up?
Not too much, man.
I like how he comes correct, man. He's got a jersey on.
Yo, it's a running back day. Like, this was the first ever jersey I've ever owned in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Scottie Pippen jersey from '97.
See the champion logo.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Champion.
Yeah. This is how you know it's old and it's cheap.
I love it.
Yeah, I couldn't afford the good stuff, but the champion, that was the cheap stuff. I love that you're talking about the old cards, Plunge. I know I commented on your post.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some good ones for you. Here's sure if you can see this one.
Yeah,
Willie Mays. This is
it's like a cereal box.
Post cereal box card. So like my dad would cut these out of a cereal box.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in those boxes of like cereal stuff.
That is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And the thing, you guys just talked about it, but like the one thing I've learned about collectibles, like my dad got me into sports cards and whatever, I was collecting them. And those things like, well, I got into basketball card collecting at the exact right year, which was 96. But for the most part, what I've learned about collectibles is that if it's marked collectible, it's not collectible. Like the things that are worth value down the road are the things that people would never guess in a million years to keep. We look today like video game cartridges that are sealed. Like who the fuck would keep that sealed? You know, like what kid?
Like the Golden to, Zelda or something.
Who? Yeah, exactly. Right. So it's insane. But you know, I love this stuff because this is like totally symbolic of just like the love of collecting, right? Because these things were worthless. It's out of a cereal box.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's perfect data.
You laugh, Mathematech, like that. This is a joke. When NFT and my Cheerios, but like we are not that
code
far
will
off.
be on the corner. 100%.
We are not that far off from NFTs being on the bottom of Mountain Dew caps, or you know, in Happy Meals. Like
I got to show you one thing. 1 second.
Okay. All right. Oh, I love this.
Yeah, I mean, like you get like your Sprite bottle, and then you can get there's like a fandom moment or something. That, you know, cross collabs, and it doesn't even have to be the NBA; it could be anything.
What do you got?
Okay,
what do you
got? Check this
Wheaties box.
Oh, he's got an actual. Is this like a 40-year-old? Is this a 40-year-old cereal box?
Win a NBA trip to the NBA All-Star game. on my box, on my post box.
There you go.
I
Very
literally
nice.
got this in the grocery store like a week ago.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago. Because man, this shit is fucking, it's still awesome today. I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and that's the stuff that like we talk about activation, right? It's a branding thing. There's the reason that the MLB puts stuff on cereal boxes is to get people to watch the games, right? To be engaged with the players, and it's like a lucrative cycle of marketing where they use collectibles and they use this type of stuff to promote product. And it's interesting when the product is the product, right? Like if it's just Top Shot and you're having athletes like promote the product, it's not really like promoting a brand other than the thing that it is. But I'm really curious, like there's been so much news in the last week. I've obviously heard, I feel like I know you.
Absolutely.
It's a weird thing in Top
you and
Shot.
I, like we're a very similar personality type. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Like reading your comments, I'm like, this guy responds the exact same way I would. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like sometimes I'm a little more gentle with my words.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like,
No,
you
I don't mince
fucking
words.
just go right at it. And like you say what I think though. Your response is usually my first, like the thing that I have to clean up. Is your first response.
Can I be really frank though? I think a big part of like the reason I can be a little bit more, or at least I feel emboldened to be a little bit more direct with people, is because I wasn't here so early that I have a really big account. I think I would be a lot more careful, and I think MBL would probably agree. Like there's a very different dynamic between someone who has a really big bag and like still loves the product, and that's undeniable, but it can be a different power dynamic. And I just did like, I have a decent sized account. I don't have a monster account or anything like that, but it's like, I think there's less, or at least I personally feel less of a power dynamic, and I don't feel any responsibility to like not punch down, because I feel like I've been in the streets too with it all. But anyway, long story short, I feel like I've known you, and it's funny that like, this is the first time that we've actually like been on a stream together and talked to one another. And I think it's a really like poignant time to do it, like running it back. Right. So we've got a bunch of people lined up to like crack packs and do shit. So like, I want to get into it. We're
rating them too, right? We're
going to rate them. So I don't know if you've ever
rating.
seen one of our pack cracking streams before. So what we do is we're going to go around after the fact. And actually I'm going to bring up, once he's back from the kitchen, Roser, who was on last week, he grinds City Media, big Grizzlies fan, works with Chris Vernon, great dude. And we're going to go around the horn, bringing people up to crack packs, talking about the moments within, like chopping it up with everybody. And we're going to go person by person and like rate them. And we'll do something like we'll do giveaways throughout. Some people I think that are coming on are going to, maybe give a moment or two away or something else. We've got some plunging NFTs that we're going to give away. We're going to give away 5 of those tonight at some point to various folks to bring them into the Discord. And we'll probably give something away to who gets the worst pack. Whoever gets the worst run it backpack, we will figure out something between now and the end of the stream to give them like the Booty Cheeks Award. We call packs that suck the Booty Cheeks packs. So we're going to do that. But let's just level set. So how many people hit here? Did we all hit?
I got one.
I'm PQ2.
Yeah,
PQ2.
which
Yeah.
the people in the chat might want to talk about it for a second.
So we're gonna open the floor, the 5-minute chat opening for you can complain about PQ2.
Yeah.
After 5 minutes from now at 8:54 p.m.
No more.
I don't give a shit. I literally don't care.
I want to say, VEERMAN, it's funny that like we're on stream together as well, because way back in the beginning, you were one of the first people in Discord that I DM'd about just like, what is this? Like, what should I be looking at? Roser, what's up, man?
I don't even remember that. Man,
yeah, like you were literally one of the first people, and like you were super. You can't hear me, Rose. Rosie, you're gonna have to.
I can hear it.
Drop and jump back in if you.
Hey, why don't you drop and jump back in, and I'll pull you back in.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I mean, like, you're totally nice to me. Cool. We went back and forth. It was around the first Cool Cats drop, and like you didn't get one, and you were like really bummed. And I was like, well, man, if he didn't get one, then like we're all fucked here, like, basically. But it's crazy. Like, I mean, you were literally one of the first. And then I found out after the fact that like Top Shot Explorer was kind of like your your thing and all that stuff.
Intangible.market.
Intangible.market. I'm sorry.
The OG.
Like the original
original
account, like Club Top Shot, they would pull up like that to be like, let's see how big your bag is, you know? And
exactly.
you were the guy who built it. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, like it's crazy that it's been this long, but
it has.
I'm glad to do this, guys. Like,
better
honestly,
late than never.
Again, absolutely.
Cool. So we're going to do a giveaway to start it. So we're going to give away. So I don't know if you knew this, but like we launched a Plungin NFT. I'll pull it up.
I know. I've heard this. I've seen this.
the NFT with no roadmap on purpose.
Hey, no, wait a minute. You have a team though. That's the most important.
We do have a team. Yeah.
Like
we do have a team. That
I don't care about the
roadmap.
The team is the first thing I look for. So, most of these NFTs.
I'll drop it in the chat here in a minute, and I'll share my screen here. But so we're selling the Plungin NFTs for 0.033 ETH. So the intention was for it to be like about $100. So what it is, I'll drop it in the chat. It's run. Oh, here, let me go to what it is a piece of art that Greg's an artist, if you didn't know this. And right now, like he put together the commemoration of us, all four of us, including Taylor, going to NFT NYC. All four of our cool cats approaching the skyline, plungers in the skyline. So it's sort of like our test balloon for a couple things. So this is probably the first of potentially other things. But what it is on the surface is the token to our Discord. We've had this Discord for a long time. It has been very, very small, 25, 30 folks, people that you probably know, LG and Bakra and Arsenic and Quad, Caruso's missing hair, and just a chiller handful of other people that are like they're my people, right? Like and I have other people that I deal with in the NLL and all sorts of other stuff, Squanchland and whatnot. But it was like this was my sort of like pocket of people where you digest a bunch of information elsewhere, and then like we come back to home base. Like that was home base for the four of us, and then like our extended family within NFTs and Top Shot. So the extended family is growing, and the way that we're growing it is via this. We have 250 of these listed. We're going to give 5 away like per week for the next 4 or 5 weeks. But the idea is that slow growth and like consistent conversation. It's not intended to be an alpha group or anything like that, but like we will decide what we're going to do as a group, figure out if we want to do community wallet stuff, if we want to group buys things, if we want to try and drive towards, specific targeted group action. If we want to build things out, like it doesn't need to be the constant thing for everyone, but it can be a good home base to bounce things off of, talk through things, and just like be real with one another. So anyway, that is there. We're going to give one of these away. Everybody in the chat, I want you to type Plungin in the chat, and we're going to roll this. We're going to give away 5 of these throughout the show tonight. So the first one's just going to go to someone. All you need to do is type Plungin in the chat. You do have significantly more luck if you are a subscriber to the stream, like a not insignificant amount. Like it's like 10x. I legally have to make it free to enter, but you have significantly more luck if you are a subscriber to the stream, which is awesome. And by the way, thank you all for the gifted subs, Coach P, 20 gifted and otherwise. Really do appreciate it. It helps us with giveaway stuff and keeping it light. So what we're going to do, we're going to play. Have you ever heard our giveaway song?
Might as well.
We might as well play it. Here we go.
Subscribe and that bullshit. You might want some free shit. Give. Gonna give away. We're gonna give away some. Give. We're gonna give away. We're gonna give away some. It could be you. It could be you, babe. It's probably not. It's probably not. And if it is, oh, that would be so crazy. I smell a bot. I smell a bot.
Rigged.
Shit.
shit is rigged. Rig job selling. Come on, come on. All right. Let's roll it.
Hold on. Well, yeah, do the roll.
Motherfucking Warren motherfucking Fang.
Oh, Warren Fang got the
Warren
win.
Fang. He's won
Very
before.
nice.
But Veerman, we have been all up in this Twitter thread all day about PQ2 with Warren Fang. So hey, welcome to the family, Warren. I'll find you on Twitter and DM you, or you can DM me too, and we can go from there.
So I've got Roser's back on, aka Rose. He actually says he's telling me that he has something to break that might be relevant. So what do you got? What do you got?
Y'all ain't the only one with Top Shot sources here.
Oh,
you know the queue. Something was wrong with the queue today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, you guys know what happened. It was it's all the Russian hackers trying to steal the Karolinko moments. That's what was going on. It's really what was happening the entire time.
Roser coming in hot.
There's not only won our election, they also won all the Karolinko.
The AK-47s.
Yeah,
just want to take them all.
That's what was going on here.
I thought you really had some shit.
I know. I had to lead you on when I was texting you. Like I actually had some real news.
Well, and I knew on the show you had Wexler on, and y'all were talking, you know, stuff like NFTs came up, like
because they signed the deal with
Socios,
Socios
or whatever,
blockchain,
like fan tokens and stuff like that. So I thought you were gonna freaking blow the lid off.
No. They've still got some stuff to work out with that, but hopefully more will be announced on that in the future.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here to freaking what we do is we're ripping packs and we judge.
I see the jersey, so I had to go grab this.
Oh.
I don't collect just cardboard. Look at the Penny Hardaway.
They're very nice.
Oh,
I have one of those. I have one of those. Unopened, like over here as well. I'm not gonna fucking.
Well, I love the starting lineups. When I went to that national convention in Chicago this summer, like the some of the sports figures, like collect like those kinds of things, not just cards. Like I love looking at those things.
Yeah. Oh man, Bambro is coming out the throat from last week with the 3-6 Mafia Memphis rap.
Modern day rap they did.
Fair enough. All right, we need to rip some packs. Taylor, welcome to the fold. Go Giants. Fuck the Dodgers. I don't know if you watched the beginning of the stream, but guess who's wearing a fucking Dodgers hat?
I'm not necessarily.
Do I need to go put on my Barry Bonds jersey?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
I got a list.
Barry Bonds jersey.
Timmy. Big time Timmy Jim.
I'm going to be right back as well.
Okay. Well, hey, we're gonna rip some packs here. So Sales, can you give me a thumbs up if you're ready to rock? All right. Sales, how are you, my man?
Thank you so much for having me on. It is time. The momentum's been building. I've got the right mentality, and we're going to rip some packs tonight. Thank you so much.
I am jacked.
Is the first person. Can you hear me, by the way?
We can.
Yeah.
We can. We are.
Fantastic. I'm a 9 Lives Lounge member. I'm a lurker in the Discord. I work a real bad boy sales job.
Oh,
but at
nice.
10 o'clock at night Eastern time, I'm ready to rip it back with you fellas.
Fuck yes. All right. So have you ever done StreamYard before?
I have not, but I see something that says
you got to share one thing to note. So you typically it's like either Chrome tab or otherwise, but there's a little check mark that says share audio. That's the
make sure you got the audio in there.
Click that.
You want me to share audio?
Yes, so that we can hear that lovely pack.
I don't know what the song is.
I wonder what they're running back.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I wonder if it's an old song. You know, that'd be pretty dope.
I heard it earlier. It's just okay.
Thanks for nothing, man.
Sorry.
Whoa. We good?
Right. We are.
Shouldn't they have like
the archive sets came through?
Throwback hip hop beat.
That would be cool if they did. If it's like some old like New Orleans bounce beat or something.
Yeah, or like some
05
or something.
Yeah,
it's loud as fuck. It's probably 3-6 Mafia.
We're going to
check. Don't be like me. All right,
DJ Premier or something.
Here we go. So the question for you, Sales, though, is who are you hoping for? Who do you want? What's the perfect pack for you here?
I need Allen Iverson, number 3, Philly born and raised.
Okay.
That would make my day. And there it is. That's it right there.
That's it there right there. Okay.
That's it. Right
Make sure
there.
top left to make sure that
let's
audio is
let's
checked. I
fire
gotta
on the
hear this audio.
tunes before you start ripping.
Top left in the what? You got to turn that.
I don't start top left.
No, but I'm sorry. The audio top left.
Top left in the audio.
You want it on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's
Baron
hear
Davis.
what this is.
I mean, shout out to everyone.
Neptunesy feel sounding here.
Sounds a little bit like
$8 million
Timberland.
I can't wait too much.
Luke Ridner.
Luke Ridnour.
Never heard of that
All
person
right.
before.
There's a
I'll give
winner.
you a dime for Luke Ridnour.
Dame. I'll take a
Dame
Dame.
dollar. That's the moment
734 out of
from-
10,000.
Same.
My fiance is getting mad at me. We got to
Go
rip
ahead.
through this.
Okay, go ahead.
Sleep on the
Go,
couch.
Love it.
Darren
Close
Close
Williams.
to a perfect score.
Rookie.
Close to a perfect score.
Very close.
Wiggly
Very
fingers
close.
in the chat.
All right, wiggly fingers.
in the chat.
Wiggly fingers.
Touch screen.
Here we go.
Oh,
T-Mac.
T-Mac.
I will take Tracy McGrady. I will take Tracy McGrady.
It's pretty good dunk.
Yeah, it is. The crossover there is awesome.
Just hammers it.
Whoa, look at that.
All right.
All right, you can cut the audio if you want now.
Okay.
So
So here we go.
so
Let's
now
take a
we'll
look.
go around the horn.
So we're going to go around the horn. Can you pull that? No. Okay. So just we've got
Can we
Darren
pull that screen
Williams.
back up or no?
You want it back up?
Yeah. Can you pull it back up so that we can
So we
reference
can
it?
get a good idea.
And Chugs, can you write this down or
I'll
Greg,
I'll
what do
note
you-
it.
yeah? So
I
that
don't
we
have
can keep
paper.
that. Yeah, it's fine.
I'll get notes up.
Notes to the next streamers. You can't hear you guys at all
Oh, of
when
course
we have
not.
the audio on our side. So I just was ripping blindly.
That I appreciate it. All right, you got it. Here we go. We're adding this. So we got Luke Ridnour, 5'8", out of 20,000. Darren Williams, rookie moment. T-Mac with that running back. Dame Lillard. That moment's dope. That's a game winner. I'm pretty sure.
That's the game winner in the playoffs.
It's playoffs, right? It's
yeah,
not
it's
the
a
one
dope
where
moment.
it's not
Yeah.
a series
Oh,
ender, but it's a game winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over Grizzlies great Chandler Parsons.
There you go.
Good grief.
There you go. So
Where's
I
the worst
really like
sounding
of the archive set moments. That's one that I really like. I'm gonna go. So we're gonna go. Let's go like this. I'm gonna drag myself up so that I'm at the top, and we're gonna go down from me. So Plunge, Greg, Veerman, all the way down. I'm gonna go ahead and give this. I think the T-Mac. I'm gonna give this a 6.8. Bolstered by the T-Mac and the Lillard.
I'm gonna go 7-2. T-Mac Lillard. I love me some Black Santa and Baron Davis, so I'm gonna give it a little bump.
All right, Veerman, you're up next.
I'm not sure if I completely understand what's going on.
So we're rating it out of 10.
Okay.
The quality of the pack.
One bite.
Oh,
Everybody
the
knows the
pack.
rules.
The
Just
entire pack.
give it a rating. One bite.
Entire
Everybody
pack,
knows the rules.
T-Mac's pretty good.
Look at that final score.
Yeah, I'll give that a solid like 7.5.
7.5.
152.
Nice. Solid score. That's a big score.
What was that, Veerman? 7.
7.5.
What was it?
7.5.
2006.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Taylor Stein,
Um,
welcome to the stream.
Yeah. Get on there. Is he up or am I up?
I can't hear you, Taylor. Oh, sorry, Chugs, you're up.
Am I up? Okay. I'm kind of in the same vicinity as you guys. I'm gonna go 6'9".
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. I know. It was just lingering there. Had to take.
All right.
Ooh, that was a layup for us right there. Who is it? Me?
It's Taylor, but I don't know if I can hear him.
Taylor,
We
can
can't
you
hear you,
hear?
man. Audio's bad.
You need
All
to
right,
drop.
He's gonna drive and come back.
All right,
Roser,
Roser, what we got?
I'm gonna go a quick first little thought here. As if the NBA and Top Shot cannot crap on the city of Seattle even more for not having a team. They make the first moment in a Sonics jersey, freaking Luke Ridnour.
It's Ray Allen. They're running back.
Oh yeah, they do have a Ray
They
Allen.
have,
It's dope.
yeah, they have multiple.
Never mind. All right,
They have
Yeah.
that's still Luke Ridnour, whatever. I give it a 7 flat.
okay.
7 flat.
Yeah, the
He's
T
getting
Mac and
degrees.
the Lillard, obviously, the T Mac and the Lillard are amazing. I think some people do forget because of if you just see the end of his career and how he just kind of vanished. But like, dude, there were several years where Darren Williams was looked like
He was the guy.
He was a better player than Chris Paul. You know,
Oh, yeah.
those first couple of years, like Darren Williams was really, really awesome. And then just a rash of injuries. But no, I think it's a pretty good pack.
Taylor.
Yeah.
I was trying to say 7-3, and then I realized my
There we
mic
go.
has a
Okay,
mute.
you're
I
7-3.
feel like we were all aligned. Sales, what do you think of your pack? Are you happy with it?
I'm just going to be ready to buy an Allen Iverson moment once
Okay.
that marketplace opens.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going to give a little shout out to one of the up and coming analysts in the game. Certainly know Greg Murray, but B Stone, he came out with the jersey number sales a couple weeks back. He's a good buddy from high school. We talk Top Shot every day.
Awesome.
If I can give one more thing before I hop out here, before I know you guys got so many packs to rip tonight.
We're good, man.
Yeah.
Top Shot's not going anywhere. It's going to the fucking moon. I tried to tell people in May, invest every dollar you have, the amount of money that is on the line. That is on the line. And Roham, he got fucking NBA commissioners, NBA PA, NFL, NFLPA to sign on the line. That is dotted because this is a $7.5 billion industry. It's not going anywhere. Hold your moments. Don't sell. That's all I got.
Fuck yeah. Sales, thank you
Not
so much.
financial advice.
Not financial advice. But
DYOR.
love it. Hey, tell your fiance thank you for letting us for letting you join us. We do appreciate it. I know that it can be a tough road out there. So thanks so much. We'll see you out there in the streets.
Be good. Be safe.
We will. Maybe not good, but that was awesome. Sales is the man. All right, that was a good start. Just to positivity, energy.
I mean,
Good
at least it was a good first rib for sure. Like, I love my guy Shane Battier, but he's one of the bottom probably 5 of the rare ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So
T-Mac on the plunger
rough.
scale
That was
though.
the first.
On the plunging scale. So I don't know, Taylor. Did
we pull up the
Did you ever
chart
tweet?
yet?
Did you ever tweet anything or anything?
I haven't tweeted it out. I gotta see how I can even share this. Hold on.
Just pull it up.
I mean,
Discord.
we could just look on.
I can do it.
Yeah,
I can pull it.
Yeah, here you pull it up.
Okay, here we go.
where we rated T-Mac.
All right. So what we did, this is the proprietary plunging scale, where I decided because I was bored that I was going to put together. Oh man, you can't read this at all.
Yeah, just say about where we had.
So
where we had
basically
Tracy Grady.
speaking, I put the list together. Shout out to Own the Moment because I downloaded the CSV of all the moments and it has all the links to all the moments. So you can watch them and just click the links and run to them instead of having to go find them. And they weren't on the marketplace and you couldn't find them on the marketplace because of other reasons, because there wasn't any on there. But what I did was I rated all of 50 run it back moments on 3 factors. The first factor is the desirableness of the player. So that was out of 10, right? So like
Yeah.
Right. How much that player is desired. LeBron's a 10 at the bottom end of the spectrum, probably. I think I don't think I gave anyone a 1. But wrong one. Hello. I think I had Quentin Richardson as like a 2 or something like that. But anyway, so that was
Rashard
player
Lewis.
desirability. The second thing is moment quality. So how good was the moment, right? So if it was a sick dunk, buzzer beater, so like Chris Paul's moment is dope. D Wade's moment is dope. That T-Mac, I think I had somewhere in the 7 or 8 range, like solid dunk, good sidestep, but not the best moment in terms of just straight quality. And then the last thing was the was it the X factor or
It's context or something.
The context factor.
Top shot value.
Top shot context, right? So the idea
Narrative
of how
value.
desirable is this thing because of the context of the moment. So if it's like Ray Allen in a Sonics jersey, Roser, back to your point, right? Like Ray Allen, first Sonics moment, dope moment, it's a game winner. All right, the context is awesome there. Darren Williams, rookie game, rookie year,
First game.
it's
First
his
game.
first game. So it's the only one in this set that is of the rookie's first game.
Wait,
First-
who is that?
Darren Williams. It's like a half court shot.
Oh,
And
that's
it's,
his
Heave.
first game too.
yeah, it's his
Yeah, it's
first
his
Yeah.
first
game.
That's cool. That is
Yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
So it's
Yeah,
a
so
special
anyway.
one for sure.
So anyway, long story short, we all three of, or well, I guess it was Chugs, Taylor, and I don't think Greg has filled his out yet, but we all plotted all of them, our own versions of this on this. And this is what we came up with. You can like the tighter the bullets, the more aligned we are, the further apart they are, the less aligned we are. So it's pretty obvious that like the widest margin here is Andrew Bogut.
I would like to put on the record I have the
blue
lowest
dot.
rating of Andrew Bogut, because why would anybody give a shit about Andrew Bogut?
Because he's on the Bucks, number one, and number two, it's a rookie
cares?
moment. It's
Hey,
a rookie
I'm also
moment.
trying to, can I ask another question about this?
Sure.
Is Darius Miles ranked that high up because you guys are like, well, he's going to go to jail, so that's cool?
Hold on, I gotta find. Where is he in the list?
Hey,
He's like right here.
He's like near the bottom.
No, he's like very middling.
I didn't want to go there mainly because one
it was
of
a
our
good- I
guys
think it was a
is
good
kind
moment,
of on
though.
that same.
We're not
a good
talking
moment.
about that.
I think it's
I'm
a
just
good
talking
moment.
about Darius Miles.
Yeah.
So some of these, I will say this though, like there are some players in this range here that are like out of order in terms of like, hey, how cool is this player? Because the moment itself is sick.
Yeah.
So
Or the opposite. Like
Or
Or
the
the game,
opposite.
or
Tim
if it was
Duncan's
a,
down
if it was
there.
a game winner, the Darius Miles one, it's a game winner, right?
yeah,
I'm
that's
almost
why I had
positive.
it so high.
That's why
I think
it's
I
ranked
gave
so
it a
high.
10, but the other two qualities. Anyway, long story short,
Yeah,
this was our little thing. So that was the plunge score. But C-Mac's up towards the top on mine. I think all of us sort
he's
of agree.
easily top. Like
He's
he's
top
probably in the top quarter,
6 or 8.
right? He's
Yeah, he's in the top 6 or
quarter,
8.
So yeah,
All right. So we have other people that have to pack or
let's
crack
get
packs.
it going.
So we're gonna bring in Brandon, BGC 0614. How are you, my man? It's good to
What
see
up?
you again.
Doing good, guys. Yourself?
Great. Doing great, man.
Doing good, fellow 9 Lives guy. I see the infinite object over your shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Trying to
Very
like
nice.
point to it, but it's backwards. So I'm like, what the heck? I'm like going this way, but it's really that way.
Yeah. I got mine somewhere in the office.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
pretty
have
cool.
mine. Gary's got mine.
Yeah.
Slime,
All right.
baby.
Oh,
So, who are we hoping for?
I wouldn't mind getting Allen Iverson or Shaq, but I think I might be maligned to somebody else. You never know.
Kirilenko's coming. That's that. You're
Darius-
bringing that
Darius
Kirilenko
Miles.
energy right here.
Anton Jameson.
I got that Q Rich or like a Nate Robinson vibe.
Kirilenko was
Robinson.
stolen by the Russians, so like, don't worry
It
about
could be.
Did I?
It could be.
So who's your team, by the way?
I'm a Knicks fan.
Your Knicks. So like Nate Robinson, Knicks, or
Yeah.
I guess Q Rich. It's a Knicks too, right?
I
For
think
him?
it is in a Q.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Q Rich is
Yeah.
in a Knicks jersey.
Yeah.
I think RJ Barrett's going to explode this year.
We'll see.
Too.
Could be like possible all-star this year.
You think he really makes that kind of leap? I guess he's got the
I think
pieces
Barrett's
around him.
awesome, and I think he's got the work ethic too. Like
Good
that,
Yeah.
coaches.
he works his butt off, man. I think Barrett's really, really good.
It also helps that Tom Thibodeau hates the bench, so he's
Yeah,
He's gonna get minutes.
Yeah, he'll play 43 minutes a night.
Yeah,
Fun Top Shot fact with RJ. Isn't he the only triple badge for this one? Holy shit. Here we go.
yeah, I think he is.
Yeah. All right. It's a little Justin Timberlake. Yeah, this is
It is a
definitely
little
Timberlake feeling. At first I was thinking Neptunes, but yeah.
Senorita.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Alonzo.
right.
So we got Zoe. All right. Got a title badge. That's cool. He's a Hall of Famer. Isn't he? No.
He is.
Isn't he? He is, right?
Mo Pete.
Mo
Okay.
Pete. At least it wasn't the Mo Pete rib.
Yeah, right. There's Darren Williams.
Darren,
Not bad.
all right. Let's see. Let's fire up the Darren Williams if you don't mind. Let's see this thing.
So grainy.
A little choppy. It's an okay mo.
Which
Yeah,
which
it's not-
pixel is Darren?
That is terrible. I feel like I'm
These
like
are all
watching-
this is all crypto punks playing basketball.
That angle from behind the basket looked cool.
This is like those 24 pixel cool cats.
Yeah.
Boris
Boris
Diaw.
Diaw. Oh man, for the Bobcats.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh,
There it is.
Diesel.
Jack Daddy.
got Shaq. I was gonna say if you got the Wade. Man. Honestly, it's so crazy that his moment, and and I have no idea if anybody can hear me. It's crazy that his moment is a freaking layup.
What? Yeah,
But
what
it
is
is-
Yeah.
but
Running
it
the
is-
floor.
It is a crazy play for Shaq to be like literally he blocks a perimeter
Yeah.
shot and then
And
just
then
takes
runs
the
the
coast
runs
to
the
coast.
floor.
Yeah, it just runs the lane.
No, I think the thing to actually like, I still am gonna hate because like Shaq's first moment should not be in a Heat uniform.
It should
Yeah.
be Magic.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
should be Magic, but even if you're not gonna do Magic, it should be it should be Lakers after that.
Should be
But
Lakers.
I will say one thing, like I think people I think Shaq doesn't get. He's almost like become like kind of a goofy character on TNT because some of the crazy stuff he'll say and messing with Barkley. But like, I think people forget just when they talk about like dominating players and like Giannis and LeBron and how they are like, dude, Shaq. Look at how he runs the floor with the ball in his hand.
At 300 pounds or whatever.
Big diesel, baby.
330 pounds and runs the floor like that. Like that is never seen anything like that before.
He was like the Giannis before Giannis was cool, right?
Yeah.
Like Giannis, we
Right.
always look at him
Yeah.
like as a unicorn, and like Shaq is like a unicorn 7.
He's like 30 and 15, like guaranteed in the playoffs. Like that's
He was a
ridiculous.
monster.
Like he is the sole reason, like when all these guys just like foul guys on purpose. Like he is the reason that is done in the league. You
Yeah,
know?
man, hack a
the
shot.
reason it's called
Yeah,
Hack
Shaq.
Attack, right?
Yeah, like the impact Shaq had on the game of basketball is like, I mean, it's crazy. He was so awesome, so dominant.
Yeah, I agree. And I can sympathize. And when we talked about this last week, just to reiterate, like totally context specific, you're not going to be able every year to catch a good player. And they're going to go through growing pains with this for the first couple years that they do running back. After that, they'll get through the vast majority of the guys that are like in that frame of reference and hit some of them at their like premier years. But I will say championship team. So he was the second or, the best or second best player on the Heat that year, which is great. So, you get the extra badge there. So even if it's not in a Laker jersey, I think it's a pretty sick moment. All right.
Yeah.
So let's rate this and then we'll go from there. I'm going to shift myself down so that we'll start. Roser, you're going to kick us off. Out of 10, what do you think this pack? Roser, you're
I'll
up first.
go.
You're leading off.
I give it.
Not a good one.
I'll give it. I will also. I'll give it a 7-7.
7-7.
Just
Nice.
the Shaq. Just
Yeah.
I mean, the Shaq, and I still think that Darren Williams moment's underrated. I could do without Morris Peterson, and and I actually like Boris Diaw as a player. And Alonzo Mourning's another guy that like because he played in an era where there were so many awesome centers, but Alonzo Mourning was a great player too.
He was. He was. He's got an all-time gift too.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
The gift is an all-timer.
All right, Taylor Stein.
I'm going 8-1. I kind of place a lot of emphasis on the run it back, the rare.
same here.
And if you pull Shaq and the rest of the guys, they're not really like absolute popular players, but they're all like deep cut NBA players where if you saw someone at a party wearing any of their jerseys, you'd be like, I like this.
I'm
guy.
hanging with this
guy,
dude.
This guy in the Mo P jersey.
Guy got a Zoe jersey on.
Music festival jersey.
All of them. Boris
The
Diaw.
music festival jersey.
Yeah,
they,
100%.
they
100%
don't
music
pass.
fest.
They don't pass your graph of will I tell my grandkids about this player? But
No,
yeah,
They're
hold
down.
on. Hold on.
Down
Let
on the
me,
bottom.
they're all down there. Yeah.
yeah, we'll show that later in a few minutes. All right, Veerman, you're up.
Yeah, I guess I'm a high marker, or you guys are just really tough. But I'll give this one a solid 9. I think.
Yeah.
Mostly because one, it's Shaq. I mean, what other ones were you expecting out of this pack, right? Like, this is
Right.
obviously
D
a top.
Wade, AI,
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
Like this is probably
LeBron.
like easy top 5, right?
Yep, agreed.
So top 5, and it's like basically top 20% for serials of that
Yep.
top 5. So 9 out of 10, like that's like why
Yep.
not? Like what else do you expect out of this pack? So yeah, I'll stop there. But with the Mo Pete thing, sorry, someone just said a second ago they weren't not going to tell their grandchildren about Mo Pete, but I definitely have a Mo Pete story I'll share at some point.
What better time
it out
than
now.
freaking
So right
now?
now,
You never
so
know
back,
ever
back in
gonna
the day,
talk about
okay,
Mo Pete
back
ever
in the
again.
day, I used to go to Raptors games like as a kid, and I would like run down to the tunnel, and you could get autographs, right? And so I remember like it's just like before the game starts, you show up basically an hour and a half before the game. You run down to the tunnel, you basically just run by the usher, and you're by the tunnel. And I remember I had this like silver pen, and it was like it was just a special silver pen, but it was like an ink or like a paint. And I remember Mo Pete walking by, and he was signing I think it was like a little mini basketball. Anyways, the pen fucking exploded on his hand. This is right before the game, and it's like permanent ink. So like, I imagine him playing, like he was like, you could tell he was like frustrated. So I remember like at the game, I was just thinking the entire time, like this guy's playing with like ink all over his hand because he signed this
You ruined
basketball.
Mo Pete's career. Clearly.
Anyways, that's my Mo Pete story.
Did he have a great game?
The ink game.
Did he drop like 28 that night or something?
I can't remember.
It's like 4 steps below the flu game.
Yeah.
yeah.
The ink on the hand game. Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Greg, I think you're up next.
Yeah, I'll go 7-9. The Shaq really carries it for me. Like referencing Taylor's graph, I don't know that I'm telling my kids or my grandkids about anybody else on this list.
Veerman will tell his grandkids about Mo Pete.
Yeah. That's a good story.
You can tell the grandkids about Alonzo Mourning and how Dennis Rodman used to piss him off all the time by slapping his ass. Like Alonzo Mourning like always wanted to fight him.
We could probably get a hold of Mo Pete.
And
if he's still alive.
Like grab his leg and
still alive.
Wasn't that Van Gundy? Wasn't he grabbing Alonzo Mourning's leg in that Heat game, in that Knicks Heat game?
Yeah.
Out on the court? Yeah. You get a couple of those stories.
Oh, that's awesome.
God.
All right, Chugs, I think it's you.
Yeah, I'll 2 title badges is cool. The Shaq is probably one of the top 3 or 4 that you'd get. It's pretty top heavy otherwise. I'm gonna pick one that nobody else has done. I'm going 8 flat. I would reserve for me to be 9 above 9. Like all 5 have to be bangers, and
okay,
I don't think all 5 are bangers here. I think you have 1 banger, you have a title one, and then you got 3 other. And the Darren Williams one is cool, but you got 2 kind of anonymous like rando ones in there.
Okay,
so I'm gonna give it 8.
And they're not even good serial numbers either.
That's true. Shaq's good serial.
Shaq is good
top
serial.
25% or so.
Yeah,
like that is booty.
That's true. Taylor, did you go yet?
It's up to you.
Who's it?
Plunge. Yeah,
I'm gonna go 8-6. I was
8-6.
shading towards. I mean, like towards a 9 versus an 8. I agree with Veerman's logic that like, what do you want other than Shaq in this run it back? It's I think top 10% of the run it back moments. The ones that I would put above it are Ray Allen, Chris Paul, Allen Iverson, and Dwayne Wade. So I think I have Shaq 5 in that regard.
LeBron in this too?
Yeah. LeBron's there, but it's sort of like 2006. It is a dope dunk though. It's really dope dunk.
I think LeBron Cavs. Yeah, I've got opinions on that.
But it's like what happens. I mean, it immediately becomes not as important the second they have a rookie in like LeBron Cavs jersey. So anyway, long story short, there's context-wise no badges. Like there's tons of LeBron moments. Yes, it's cool. It's right up there, probably like the 6th or 7th for me. So yeah, 8.6. So I think Brandon, you get now. What's yours? How do you rate this pack? How do you feel about it?
I think the same way, pretty much the consensus, right? Like there's one, obviously the run it back is pretty sweet. Pretty pumped about that one. Cool to have Zoe, but outside of, the Darrell Williams moment, I remember him as a net, but also as a Jazz guy. Like he was just really good. He was always just a really good, like low key all-star, right? Like he wasn't like a superstar, but he was always that guy that always seemed to get picked. Boris Diaw and Mo Pete. It's about the equivalent of getting like Cody and Tyler Zeller. So, it's.
Don't tell Arsenic.
Boris Diaw
do
was
we need to get
good,
Arsenic on here to defend Zeller?
They were both good, but they weren't. When you're talking about like trying to resell them, like, are any value on them? They're probably going to be on the lower tier of moments. So, probably like a 7.6, 7.7.
Okay.
So we
are Shaq, right?
So we our average rating was an 8.2. So we liked it a little more than you did. But
well, here we go.
Thanks,
well, hey, anything that you want to shill, anything you want to promote?
Yeah, anything you want to talk about?
Questions? Concerns?
Give a shout out to somebody. Come on.
Yeah, you got a shout out? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to my boys, Ray Garvin and your boy Jay Rich over
there. You go.
Nation Devi, Prospect Talk. They have a show every morning, Monday through Friday on Bets TV.
There you go.
Find them over there. Great guys. Fun times.
Nice.
There we go.
Gambling.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. Much appreciated.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a great night.
All right, let's do it.
That if I was ever on and I had a shout out, I would like literally make up something if I didn't have any. I'd be like, shout out my boy like DJ Squirrel X29, like I wouldn't just have nothing. Like, I'd be like,
you can tell none of these people are from Memphis or Memphis. They don't
shout out Boo Boo down the street.
Roll call, Stanville's roll call.
No, not in
hip hop
Memphis.
station.
But,
They
no,
I would call in and they play a beat. And you could just you do your own like freestyle over it and give shout outs.
Look.
And
So I was
podcast every day.
So we've got a lot of DJ Squirrel's fire as fuck. Yeah, he is. So like DJ Squirrel X though, not just Squirrel X. Anyway,
That's what he said. He wrote it.
Yeah, I see that. Rosie, you mentioned it on y'all's show a while back. You were talking about the box. So in New Orleans, like I was all about the freaking box. Did any of y'all like Veerman's in Canada, Taylor and Greg are the West Coast. Plunge grew up on the West Coast. Did y'all ever know a channel called The Box?
No.
So The Box, and Roser knows exactly what I'm talking about. It was music videos nonstop, and this was like early 2000s. So think like peak boy bands, peak like
TRL.
Cash Money, like TRL basically. But it was music videos round the clock, and at the bottom there was a scrolling like ticker thing of songs with a number on it, and you could call and request the song, like basically like a TV karaoke, or not karaoke, jukebox. And it was very heavy, like I mean, like the Hot Boys and like anything Cash Money.
They're like the really raunchy videos. So like, if you've ever seen a video for
it's like
Grill,
like Lil Kim videos and shit, where it's like, whoa.
They would like show it after midnight. It's like, I mean, this is like porn on basic cable right here.
like
method,
like
get that in Germany.
Like imagine being like 15 and seeing like the what was it? It was the song called "Get Naked." It had Tommy Lee and Lil Kim.
Biscuit. Yeah.
It was like Methods of Met. It wasn't. It was Methods of
That's when Chugs became a man.
Yes, I came of age. I came of age.
Girls Gone
watching that
Wild.
video.
Yeah.
But dude, that was like my. I mean, it was like fuck TRL. Like this was where you went for
They
music
would play
because
all
like
of Son of
Swiping
Southern
crack.
Son of Southern
good grief. I feel sorry for you. Meanwhile, I was listening to like Bling Bling basically, just on a loop, like and like Where to Party At by Jagged Edge and shit. Like, it's so good. So and Let's Get Married, all that stuff. Anyway, do we have another pack for it?
I mean, there's nobody. A bunch of us have packs.
Do we want to give a plunging NFT away?
Should we do another one?
Yeah, we'll give a plunging NFT away.
So
that cool?
So Taylor and Greg, flights confirmed?
Not confirmed.
Not booked yet,
but
it's happening though.
It's happening.
I'm still working on it.
NFC NYC. For anybody, so we're gonna. I don't know how much is announced yet, but Knicks game on Monday night, the 1st. If you're in town, I think there's a bunch of stuff going on, but we're gonna be there. We're gonna be around for a couple days. So if you're in New York, first week of November, hit me up. We'll make sure to connect. But in the meantime, we got packs to crack. Do you want to? Well, it looks like someone else just hopped in. I'm happy to save the rest of ours until the end, and we can kind of go last because we got our guy Dream. Can you give me a thumbs up, Dream, if you're ready to rock and roll, my guy? Here we go. Welcome back to the stream, Dream Shake. How's it going? Oh,
he's silent. You're muted. Unmute.
There we go.
There you go.
There
Good
you
to
go.
see you guys. Good to hang out with y'all.
Yeah, welcome back. You ran a stream today. How'd it go?
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of rankings, sort of like you guys have. I've used somewhat of a similar methodology. So, like, will fans in the future care about it? Will more moments come out, from this team or from them playing on this team? And, that kind of thing. So it was cool. I'm pretty well versed, I think, in what I like and what I don't like. And so it'll be interesting once we go and pop this up.
So remind the people that may not have been here around the last time, you're a Miami guy, right?
Oh, yeah. Big into Miami. As you can see, I got a Wade signed jersey back here for his last home game in Chicago. So for those of you who don't know, Wade's actually from the Chicagoland area. So went with a bunch of buddies, like 20 of us, and went there and made it a mission to go and get his signature. I mean, I really just there's all sorts of twists and turns of the story. But in the end, I ended up getting him to sign it, got it on like Instagram and all that. And I was just, the happiest guy. So yeah, I got it signed back there, and I'm hoping that I get that moment. But if not, there's a lot of good ones here.
Yeah, I agree. So in I guess walk us through like the stream that you walked. Was the most insightful thing that you found in your analysis of the 50 run it back moments, things that people may not otherwise realize if they haven't dug as far into it as you have?
Yeah, so actually I have a spreadsheet with kind of like a lot of different moments, and one thing that I'll say that I'll like have people consider is this issue of supply. We talk about it all the time in terms of mint counts, right? But in terms of the Seattle Supersonics, for instance, there's no more beyond when their franchise ends, right? So all these memories with fans in the stadiums, like that ends after that point. So for me, like in terms of supply and the amount of moments that they can possibly pump out year after year, until they bring back another team to Seattle or something of that sort, it's just really going to be the past that really gives value to those moments in general. So it's really trapped back there, which is, I think, really peculiar with that set in general in terms of how you value it. Some other things too that I would probably heed attention to. Let's see. So there's certain players, for instance, that I look at like Steve Nash, who can have a foreseeable. It's a fantastic moment. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's quintessential Steve Nash. He's wrapping around Dirk Nowitzki right underneath the basket against his former team in his old stadium. I mean, it's got everything inside of it. But how many more Steve Nash moments are going to be there with him in a Phoenix Suns jersey on the platform? So I think things like that people need to maybe think about. I don't know how often it's going to happen, but it's just something to pay a little bit of attention to. There's so much to choose from here that it really is. If you like something, then maybe sell something you don't like as much to get that. There's ways around, I think, in terms of what the market is appreciating today and what they may appreciate 5-10 years down the road. So as we go through the pack, I can definitely weigh in on some of the more specific stuff. We just want to get to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's good insight. And I think one of the things that seeing Austin and Jacob talk about this stuff, like for people that care about basketball and are just like generally fans of sport in general, like having this type of stuff is cool. And it's way more accessible at $9.90 than it is at $275 from a mint count perspective. So I think assuming that everything sort of levels itself out, if you're doing some just back of the napkin market cap math and like working your way off of the run it backs from series 1, which should command a premium relative to other things, like, we're seeing a significantly lower price point probably, or very likely to see a significantly lower price point for some of these historic things that aren't the museum pieces of S1 run it back, but are still cool and a good addition to your collection. And I completely co-sign that thought process of like, if you've got stuff in your collection right now that you don't love, and there's something in here that you love, and you can punt something in your collection to sort of like chip up or chip sideways, like do it. And, wait for some of the craziness to die down once the marketplace opens up, let things settle a little bit. But yeah, these are cool moments. And I think these are going to be like a staple, if not a cornerstone, depending on your like level, definitely like good columns within your Top Shot set. So Dream, you're hoping for any of the Miami moments, but Wade's is sort of the pinnacle.
Yeah. So, I mean, in terms of like, if, there's a different mindset behind each one. There's moments that I would love to flip, right? Based on my perception in terms of how I value them versus how the market will value them. If they value it more, then I can sell it to you for that price. But for things that I want to collect and that I think will appreciate over time, I mean, the ones at the top of my list for that, I would say for the rib ranks, D Wade, if I get him, obviously he goes at the top on that list, but I actually have a top 5 and they might not be like what everybody might want to get. But I think in terms of just value, there's certain guys I think out there that I think the market may not appreciate right now, but in the future, it'll just be something that kind of ramps up over time. Rashard Lewis, kind of for the same reason that I mentioned the Seattle Supersonics. I think there's only going to be a certain amount of moments that they pop out from the Seattle Supersonics team. Finals player, pivotal role player.
It's a sick moment too. It's like moment. A deep dagger, like buzzer beater, right?
Right. And so I think the city of Seattle, when if they ever get a franchise back, I think that's when you start to see demand on those moments really start to ramp up down the future. So right now you might laugh and say, oh, like that moment, why would you choose that? But based on what I'm seeing on like projections, before it hits like before it gets to that point, I think I would like to have that moment. Caron Butler doing it on LeBron James. These kinds of things. So we'll get to them, but I think there's just something good about certain moments, and other ones we'll get to it and sell them on the marketplace. So we'll see.
Cool, man. All right, you ready to rock and roll and rip your pack?
For sure. Let's do it. All right. So
looks like audio is not on. Do you care?
Does the audience?
I like to hear the music. I'm a fan of the music.
Don't turn on the music.
I know. I like the music.
He wants.
I'm a big fan.
Plunge does care in this case.
I do care.
Yeah.
I don't care about a lot of things. In this case.
All right, cool. We'll do the music.
Thank
We'll
you,
do the
Greg.
music.
You're welcome.
All right, cool. Sounds good. All right. Whew,
who's got an ad in the background? Flu-like symptoms, hepatitis B.
It sounds like a boner pill ad or something. I don't know.
Targeted ads.
Oh, hold on.
All right,
Someone's
everyone.
got like a commercial playing in the background. I don't think it's me.
It's not me.
Copyright.
It ain't me.
All right, here we go.
Whew, okay. All right. Been waiting for
Let's do it.
this one.
And please play the moments if you want, and you can narrate.
Awesome. Will do. I don't know if that's too loud on my end. All right.
It's just straight up Timberlake right here.
Karolinko.
Russian bots.
All the Russian.
I like this hard guy.
Yo, we didn't get them all.
He's actually a funny story about Karolinko. I don't know if you guys know this, but he was actually allowed one night a year to be able to sleep with any woman that he wants. It's an agreement with him and his wife. So funny little tidbit about Andrei Karolinko there that you might not know about.
I knew that.
Let's see what else we got. See, okay, Dame Lillard. Okay, this is a really good archive moment. Oh, I'm really stoked I got this one. Nice.
That's a little bit of a, that's a dope moment.
Buzzer beater 99 to 80 to 98. This is one that I just, really, really, really happy about that one. Sick pull, sick pull. Whew. All right, I got a block here. Yes! Alonzo Mourning, yes! I'm telling you, just as a homer, as a Heat homer, I mean, this one for me, I really, really, really wanted. May not get the most EV out of it, but man, weak side block out.
Not today, ain't your day.
Man, that is just such a sick. And people forget, like we were actually projected not to come out of this finals, so or out of this Eastern Conference finals. So that's Gerald. Oh man, this is such a sick moment. Oh my God, take a look at this one. The nasty catchback block. People forget about how nasty Gerald Wallace was because he ends up getting a really bloated contract on the Nets, and people remember how bad that team was and way over the hill. But these kinds of plays, Top Shot did a great job bringing him out here to kind of bring people back into like how good he was. So now for the moment, please bring me my weight. Bring me my weight, please. Mavericks.
Dirk.
Jerry Stackhouse. Okay.
Coach.
Mr. Fila. Mr.
It's
Fila.
all right. It's all right. Oh, man.
Bandy.
That's a tough one. I'm 0 for 2 on the plunging.
Can't win them all.
Snaps for Jerry Stackhouse.
Stackhouse. Do you guys remember how deep he'd bend
Right
down shooting
there.
his free throws?
Jerry Stackhouse autograph on an index card. Not even kidding you.
Boom.
There you go. Index card that I got when I was in the 5th grade at a basketball camp in North Carolina. Jerry Stackhouse, right there.
Sweet.
Love
He was
that.
a prick. He was a total prick.
Was he an assistant in Memphis?
Yeah, he was. He was assistant with the Grizzlies, and he was super cool then. But like back then, he was like an NBA player, and he was in that time
Well,
frame.
he was like back when Fila was like relevant. He was like their guy,
Him and
right?
Grant Hill.
Yeah. Because the Fila like PHILA type deal like that. Yeah, I remember that.
All right, let's rate this pack. Veerman, you are going to lead us off.
Oh man, sorry, Dream. I'm sorry, you got the dud.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't know. I want 5. Sorry.
At least there's a prize for it tonight, right? So yeah, bring it, drop it down. You know, I can win something tonight, right? So just
I'm really happy for the morning though. The morning moments, like obviously that's a win for you. So
yeah, it'll be like $20 in the market, but in my heart, it's there.
interest in Thompson. We've seen it with
Who's got commercials playing in the background?
Somebody got something going. It ain't me.
Not me.
Like a Kings game or something.
I don't have any.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's on my end. I'm really sorry. I had a basketball game on in the back.
Oh no,
I
that's
had
all
it
good.
so low.
It's all
I'm
good.
real sorry about
No
that.
worries. You're good. You're good. It doesn't matter. You're straight. So, Veerman, what was the number again?
5.
5
Five.
flat.
5 flat. Rookie score. Taylor Smooth. Taylor Stein.
Taylor Smooth. I'm going 4-7. I mean, the Dame.
7.
The Dame's good. I like the Dame.
I like the Dame too.
The Zoe, kind of. It ends in 33, which might do it for you. A little jersey match on the end there.
For
Other
reference,
than
Jerry
that, not too
Stackhouse
much.
felt. I think all of us had. That was the one that we agreed. We had almost exactly all of the same.
For Stackhouse.
Pretty
Yeah,
far
I think
down
that was the
list.
only one that we all agreed. It was an
Sufficiently
average
lame.
of about a 6.
Sufficiently lame.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
out of
totally
50, I have
middling.
him 46. So
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there you go. We were a
Fantastic
little more
festival
generous
jersey,
than
though.
that.
that is true.
Oh yeah,
That is true.
Stackhouse is a cool ass last name to throw on a jersey for sure.
Yeah.
Roser.
For the morning and the Dame Lillard, I'll go a 3.30.
Ooh, damn! Gotta get that 0 in there.
Chug.
I'm gonna
Hey,
type in that
Dream,
3.30.
you are in contention for the worst. You're clearly the worst pack we've had thus far. So we haven't figured out what we're going to give you or give whoever gets the worst pack, but it's going to be worth your while. I promise.
It might be a Rudy Gobert. Just saying. Am I?
Oh
up
yeah.
next? Who's up? It's me. It's me plunging. Greg left.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Chugs.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 4. Well, you got the Zoe. Like, I'm gonna give you a bump because you got one that you actually like would have won. Like the Zoe, like you would have really wanted. It's got a title badge.
There's context here of it being Dream appreciates this.
Yeah, and you got the and you got a Dame. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna give it a 4.8.
I'll go 5. I'll go 5 flat.
5 flat, couple 5 flats.
All right, plunge, you're up.
Yeah, everything's been said already. I'll give it a 4.9 because it's just below middling for me. But I think like hearing you talk about this, like, and I saw this in the chat too. I think people don't appreciate if it's not like a super high end person, like context for Gerald Wallace matters, right? Like that's a sick moment and you might overlook something like that because it's going to be such a big set in the grand scheme of things that like, you're not going to watch all the moments. We probably should, because some of them are pretty dope. And that moment is really, really good. But yeah, I'll give it a 4.9. So Dream, out of 10, what do you give it?
Out of 10, I'm surprised you guys actually even got it close to 5. I mean, I probably would have given it something like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4. I think that in general, I did well in landing certain moments, but there's nothing really peculiar about anything in terms of rarity. Even like the Stackhouse that I got to 904 out of 990, it's almost kind of unreal. Just like in so many ways, it could have gotten better. So it could have even been a better Stackhouse than what I got. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like either way, I'm happy that I got to even have the chance to get one of these things and whatever the case is. So I'm going to be happy. I knew that secondary was going to be open no matter what for me. And I was kind of ready one way or the other. And, I would probably give it, I would say a 4. I'll give it a 4.
Awesome. Well, anything that you want to plug, anything that you want to talk about, anything you're curious about? How was your experience today with the pack drop? Was it good?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was okay. I mean, I kind of feel bad for everyone else. It's hard to enjoy. I mean, that's why this is real cool that you guys did this, because I can actually, hang out with people, and even though they're going to go and, brag on me, like I'll fly when I get out of here on my pack. It was still cool being able to enjoy that experience. So for the people who were there, amping me up when I got my pack and, just kind of talking through strategy with other people, that was all really cool. So I think the gamification behind this is going to be what I look forward to most, because we don't know how much the Stackhouse moment could be propped up because of X, Y, and Z. So I guess for me, my question would be for you guys, do you think there's going to be a lot of utility with this set, or do you think it's going to be in general just kind of a collector's like thing? I don't know. I guess that would be my question for you guys.
Veerman, why don't you take that one?
Yeah, go for it.
I think the collector's thing, I have my own opinion on it. I think, I don't know, they'd probably want to use more current moments for like current players for utility. Because if you're trying to unlock access to a current, like a player, it's probably going to be a current one and not like a Mo Pete or something typically. That's my opinion.
Yeah. One of the curious things too, I think there's been a lot of like noise made about bottlenecks. Bottlenecks. From a team set collector score perspective, yes. Like, the way that things are structured now for team bonuses for a full team set, right? There are specific bottlenecks that exist for particular teams and particular players. But if I'm reading the tea leaves on, for example, how the Bucks experience versus the Nets played out, they didn't use a full team set. They used Series 2 team set. And that's not unintentional. That's a very strategic and specific choice, recognizing, I think, that there is a barrier to entry financially for the full team set stuff, that if they don't predicate like things other than collector score off of that like if you're looking at it from an experiences perspective, I don't think people have to worry about buying a $30,000 Kevin Durant run it back for Oklahoma City to be able to be eligible for an Oklahoma City suite. I think owning this S2 set for the Thunder or the S3 set is going to be moving forward for some of those experiences things. Like, they do not want to gate this and gate the experience stuff behind a paywall. Or like at least a significant paywall, at least. And that's my, like, no one said that, but reading between the lines, I think the vast majority of the value of those bottlenecks are going to be tied up in the benefit to you from a collector score perspective. So if you're already getting what you think you might need for a pack drop or a pack queue based on a 10,000 or a 15,000 score, like, don't fret over the fact that you don't have the really
$1,500 Marc Gasol rib. I need a cheap Marc Gasol.
Yeah.
But
so I think if they start to be more explicit about that, I think, it does create some interesting dynamics with people that have been assuming that that's going to be the case. But I really, I wouldn't put all my chips in that basket. But good question, Dream.
I appreciate it. Well,
we will see you out in the streets in the Nine Labs Lounge. Thank you for coming on. As always, your enthusiasm and knowledge of basketball is a welcome change for
and then I'm sorry, could I just do one quick plug real quick?
Absolutely.
So I do run a basketball stream, Boards to Buckets, every Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
Can you send me the link in the private chat and I will share it with the larger group?
For sure, we'll do. And so we talk about all sorts of things like this. We got people ragging on me and my Celtics takes. So there's definitely a lot of back and forth between all of us, but we all love basketball. And that's in the end what we do. We just talk NBA and the intersection with that and NBA Top Shot. So a lot of my analysis that goes into these moments, such as the Gerald Wallace and that being cool, or why Robert Horry might be a little bit more valuable because it's the quintessential, is a Robert Horry a Hall of Fame player in basketball circles? That kind of stuff is what we talk about. So if you like the more granular aspects of collectors' mindsets in terms of that versus supply and demand mechanics, we're your place. We'll drop a link to you, Plunge. And for every one of you guys, have a great night. And good luck with your rips. Hopefully it's better than mine.
Yeah, and if you're in I know you popped out, but if you're in Milwaukee, for the game, hit me up.
Milwaukee.
Quick Algonquin for the good land.
Algonquin for the good land.
Quick score check.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Yeah, Wayne's World, buddy. Wayne's World 2. Are you kidding me?
What? Are you serious?
No, but
are you kidding me?
You threw me off. You guys are like Memphis guys.
2. Alice Cooper, man.
I would like to say something that he said before while he was on, and Chugs told me I could do it if he pulled it, but he didn't pull it. But I'm going to say it anyway. Nobody gives a shit about Rashard Lewis. Nobody does. Like nobody in Seattle.
No, but
under the age of 35, you don't care. He's not Gary Payton. Like,
look, Payton.
You're not wrong.
Kemp,
you're not wrong. But I think
Shrimp, Ray Allen, Kevin Durant. Those are the only Sonics players that matter.
But
other
Roser,
than ones from like 50 years ago.
You're not wrong from a historical basketball perspective, but like, and VEERMAN can attest, like, there are tons of things that are super out of whack from a financial perspective on Top Shot because of what they mean relative to everything else. And that's what I think he was highlighting. So to defend him a little bit there, like the fact that there are only two Sonics moments.
It's a closed loop.
There are certain things we look at them as collectibles. There are certain things they are always going to be. There could be way more important to a certain section of people than Like I care way more about the Zach Randolph moment than than probably a ton of people do. But that's because Zach Randolph means a lot to me.
Well. And so I will say this, though. I did not know that Rashard Lewis was on the 2009 championship Orlando Magic until today, because we had this back and forth.
He got a big old bag of money.
He got a big old bag of money. But we had this. Chugs brought up an interesting point of Dwight Howard in the late 2000s was he was one of only 2 or 3 people in the entire history of the NBA that has carried a team to the finals by himself. and he was making the point that like Dwight was peak when Dwight was
Yeah.
peak Dwight. That was unreal. And so I was like, wait, who was on that fucking team? So I
Peter
went and
Turkoglu was
looked.
unbelievable.
Rashard
Right,
Lewis.
but
They had
Rose,
5 guys that
Rose,
averaged 15 or 16 or 17 or 20
Like,
points.
basically, it was Dwight and a bunch of snipers and Jameer Nelson at the point. Like Rose, like you think back of like because I mean you're clearly you're plugged in. I mean it's your job. Like think of the teams where it was like one like bona fide all-star, and he took them to the finals. Like it's LeBron with the Cavs, like preheat. And it's Dwight Howard.
What about Dirk?
2011.
Dirk beating
Dirk had Jason Kidd though.
Jason Kidd was
not so washed.
I know it was
he was not
Jason Kidd.
He's cooked.
He had JJ Barea.
He had Sean Marion too.
Yeah, but Sean Marion wasn't Sean Marion.
I guess.
Giannis this year.
2000.
But those were dudes that had made like all-star games and like all NBA teams, like Hito Turkoglu, Rashard Lewis, like Petrus.
Michael Petrus, Dubs legend.
JJ Redick was on that
Air
team.
France.
I'm not saying those are bad dudes, but like those weren't like studs. You know what I mean?
I will tell you that year. Turkoglu was
They were really good.
It was the best year he ever had.
He was
by far.
awesome. That season got him paid. Like
same with Rashard Lewis.
And then he was never good after that. He was never good after that. Like he got his bag and then was like, all right, I'm out.
But
What about Kawhi in Toronto?
Dwight was Kawhi in Toronto. I mean,
Yeah, Lowry.
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, you had Kyle Lowry, who was like an
He got
8-time
named
All-Star.
because of Justin Bieber getting on Twitter saying, "Hey, go vote for Kyle Lowry for an All-Star team," and like
Right.
Kyle Lowry gets like 7 million votes the last day or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Well,
good point.
the
I
funny
pulled that
thing with-
from whoever said it in the chat. So thank you.
With
That sounds
Lowry,
smart.
Lowry and DeRozan, man, those dudes, if their whole careers in the West, like how many All-Star teams are they really making?
No, that is the Kyle Lowry, Mike Conley.
All right. Enough magic talk. We got more packs to crack. Let's keep
all
rolling.
right. Who we got?
All right. So
got
is
somebody
there? I'm
coming in?
going to ask that. There's 4 folks in the background, and someone else is trying to join. But
We're ready?
Taylor, I think you got to duck out, right?
Yeah, I got to get out of here.
Thanks for joining us. You don't have a pack to crack because you're a fucking asshole, and you cracked it
I know.
earlier today.
No,
By
he's-
alone.
What did you get? What did you get?
What,
He's
we can
gonna
review it.
listen to
I
360.
can pull
I
it
don't
up
want
if
to
you wanna
review
rate
it.
it.
No, fuck you.
All right.
Get out of here.
Fuck, it was
What
trash.
did
It
you?
was,
What did you?
no,
what
I got
did
a
you
mellow.
pull? You pulled the
Mellow.
mellow. A
Which
Nuggets
is dope
mellow.
compliment too. But go. Get out of here.
All right,
Go
I'll
have.
leave.
Go watch the Giants.
Bye, guys.
I love you.
See you,
Talk to you
Taylor. Oh, score check. It is
So,
0-0
sorry,
in the it's 0-0 in the 6th, the baseball game, and the Bucks are winning by 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter to the Eagles.
Tell me if you gotta go quickly.
And
If you want to go first.
what are you?
There's 4 people in the background. I want to figure out which one of them needs to
just
like
figure that out.
leave.
I'm
If
trying to give a
someone's
score
on East
check
Coast
here.
versus.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
I
bring
understand. I'm
premium
trying to
content here.
I'm trying to take care of our
The
guests.
Eagles just missed a field goal. They're down by two touchdowns, whatever. But
It's fucking Thursday. Who's playing?
Memphis tattooed Navy. Those are the only 3.
Who cares? Eagles fucking suck. God damn it! I forgot to make my picks again. Okay, then.
Well, you only missed this one. You can make the picks for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Who wants to go next? Mitch, you've been in here a while. You give me a thumbs up if you're good to go.
Mitch, he's ready
Mitch.
whenever. There he
Tycoon
is.
Blinn, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. How's it going, boys?
Good. It's great.
Ready to rip, man. Ready to
Hell
rip.
yeah. Hell yeah. So we haven't. I don't know that I know you. Who are you? Tell me a story.
I'm the wingman, so I'm just a guy slinging chicken wings across the country.
What? What for who?
Explain.
Yeah, a little chicken wing chain called Wings Over.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we run 40 restaurants across from the East Coast all the way to Madison, Wisconsin.
I live in Madison, Wisconsin.
You need to get in Memphis, man.
I've been there. I've been to Wings Over.
The wing
Nice.
the wing scene in Memphis is tough, but you gotta break in there, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be coming. We're moving out the Midwest right now, so we're actually gonna be out there in Madison about a month to reopen that store.
Yeah, I moved here like 10 years ago. So I didn't. I'm going to be quite frank. I didn't realize it closed, but I moved to the other side of town.
Yeah,
But-
well, it only closed because they had a fire next door. The Qdoba next door caught fire and put them
Fucking
out of business.
Qdoba. Qdoba is the
those guys.
vastly inferior burrito product.
It's the worst. Yeah,
It
it's
sucks.
the worst. That's why
Qdoba's
they had
the
to burn
worst.
it down.
The
Rosa, what's your-
sticky tortilla is just like, oh, sticks
Roser,
to the roof
best
of your mouth.
best
It's gross.
burritos in town and best wings in town. What for Memphis?
Burritos?
Nobody cares. Literally, no one cares. We're not going to talk about
Okay, then we
Memphis
don't
wings.
even care. Well, they got like Moe's. They got
This is not.
Chipotle.
This is not like, hey, let's
wings
talk about
though.
Memphis.
Wings
This
wings
is-
matters.
Run it back.
Central
We'll talk about-
Barbecue. Central Barbecue's.
Nobody cares. Stop. No,
No, dude, people care about. If you want wings,
Yeah, yeah. You
No,
gotta
I
know.
don't
We got a
want-
wing
I'm
guy
muting you
on,
both.
man.
You're
We
both
got a
muted.
wing guy on. We got
both muted. All right, Mitch, you want to pull up your back?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
You just muted me, bro. We're gonna talk later.
Yeah, we can talk later. Sorry, guys.
what is happening?
This is crazy. It's chaos. You guys start talking about Memphis barbecue like anybody cares. Come on.
No wings, bro.
Talking about
Wings.
Madison, Wisconsin shit.
It's relevant to Mitch.
Go
Mitch,
Badgers! Are y'all going to score this week?
it's not me. I'm a Notre Dame guy. I'm a Notre Dame guy.
Are y'all
I'm
going to
not-
score too?
Yeah, I guess. Good question.
All right.
There,
Roser,
Heller
we're
and
gonna-
Empire.
we're gonna
Heller
get
and
along
Empire
in real
backing
life.
us up here.
All right. So, Mitch, who are we hoping for?
I'm a Laker guy, so I'll take,
All right, Laker
Lamar
guy. So
Odom. I'm
that
actually hoping
means
for Lamar
Odom.
Odom. Out of nowhere, right there.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
All right, let's do it.
Let's roll. Richard Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson. Ethan Hitchcock.
And the
Nice little dunk.
little up and under.
Do you think they'll ever make a moment of the Malice of Powell?
No, they won't. The NBA.
Hey,
won't.
Ginobili. All right, all right.
Ooh, round number cereal.
They got me by the way. Ginobili with hair.
Ooh, nice.
I'm upset his first moment wasn't a Euro.
That was Forrest Grant in the Lakers uniform.
It's not his first one. Run it back. F1.
Oh, that's right. Is that one a Euro?
I don't know. Good question.
Oh,
Evo.
Steve-O!
Okay, we can talk about those.
Let's talk Memphis. Let's talk Memphis for 20 minutes. Is that okay? We're just playing this on a loop.
Oh,
It's an okay moment. It's an okay moment. Oh man, this is so loud and I love it. I'm here for it. Gerald Wallace.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Gerald.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Wiz. George Mirasan. Anton Jameson.
Anton
Carolina.
All right.
Jameson.
All right. He says, I'm going to do the full. He does that.
It's a nifty. It's a nifty move on Robert.
It was a nifty move. He was real good. He was real good. All right. All right. Let's start. Who wants to go first this time?
I'll lead this one off. This is with other than the Zach Randolph, this is pretty much competing with Dream Shake
Yeah,
right
it's
here.
cheeky.
This is pretty cheeky. I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry,
give
Mitch.
it.
I'm sorry, Mitch.
Hold on. I'm going to give it since Ginobili is in there and since Randolph's in there. I gave Dream a 4.8. I literally don't even remember the run it back rare that he even pulled. That's how like anonymous that one was. But since this has Zebo, I'm gonna go 4.9. So there you go.
I think anything with Zebo in it, it has to be average or above. So a 5 would be average. So I'm going to give it the 5.1. And it's 0.1 because I think the Ginobili one is underrated. One, we get Ginobili with hair. And also shout out to Horace Grant in a Lakers uniform for being in that moment right there. I believe that. Isn't that Horace Grant that's in there that he bodies? 54 Lakers. Yeah, that's old school right there. Horace Grant, one of my favorites right there.
There we go. Who's next?
0.1.
VEERMAN.
I was actually thinking 5.1 when you said, like before you said it. So I think we're on the exact same page here. Exactly. I do like Anton, but yeah, this is a dud pack. I think Dreams pack was slightly worse though. So I'll stick with the 5.1.
All right. Greg?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4.9. I actually kind of like the Gerald Wallace, Manu, and Jefferson, like the moments, but just overall, the pack doesn't really do it for me.
Plunge. You're up, Plunge.
There are 3 run it back moments that are worse than this one. Quentin Richardson, Rashard Lewis, and Shane Battier. So this is bottom 5 in my opinion. This is my opinion. And if I looked at the rest of those, I'm not a big. I mean, I like Zebo. That's fine, but like, I give this a 1.6.
Holy balls! Holy balls!
I mean, what's a one? What's
All right,
think
all
about
right.
this though.
All right.
Of the run it back packs, what's a like if it's 1 to 10, like what's a 1? It's one of the worst 3 or 4 moments, and like not great stuff elsewhere. No like redeeming serials, no like stars elsewhere. I think this is a 1.6.
All right, it edges out Dream. It's the worst pack now. 4.3 average. Dream
I'm
was
sorry,
a 4.6.
Mitch. What do you rank it?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I would give it a 2.
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
So
there was
you got the Wizards
moments like
bottleneck.
the Lakers.
Is it even a
I don't know.
bottleneck, Veerman? I don't even know.
It might be. I think it's possible. I'm not even sure.
It's a rookie score. Rookie score. We switch. So Mitch, Wings over Mass. You said you're going to be out here in a month?
I'm going to be out there at the beginning of December. Yeah.
Hit me up.
I will.
Yeah, please do. And maybe we'll catch a beer or something.
Wings with plunge.
Anything to plug? Anything you want to promote? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, actually, just got announced, but my boys are performing at the Super Bowl. Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar. Those are my boys, so they're going to be there. So I just want to shout them out. But no, shout out to my homie Connor. My homie Connor got me into Top Shot. He very quietly was like, "Yo, like, kind of whisper voice, like, I'm doing this thing. It's kind of stupid. You don't want to do it. I spent a couple $1,000s on it." And I was like, I'm only cracking the pack if I get LeBron. And first pack I crack is the no-look three-pointer. First moment I ever got. So I'm hooked.
Love that, man.
That's
gold standard.
We were staying in the TWA hotel at JFK, and that's the end of it. I'm Top Shot forever. So thanks,
Love
boys.
that. Hey, Mitch, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for
Appreciate you
coming,
reaching
buddy.
out and wanting to hop on.
You
We'll
got
catch
it,
you
man.
soon, okay?
Yeah, later.
All right. Later. Yeah, it was cheeks. Sorry, Mitch.
It was tough. It was tough. At least he works with wings, though. Wings are awesome.
I fucking love chicken wings.
I know.
Veerman, you big chicken wing guy?
Huge
wing
get
guy.
mad about us wanting to talk wings for like 45 minutes. I mean, that's not a bad.
I love Roser. Like, you're my spirit animal in so many ways, but man, you love Memphis. You love Memphis.
Why not?
You love your city. That's good. I wish I had that much city pride. Like I don't. Right?
You need to
Like,
come here. It'll
I
change.
mean, I like San Francisco. I rep San Francisco, and I'll like stand for it. But it's not something like I haven't lived there. It's just been the city
I
that
haven't
like I
either.
identify
I'm a
with.
49ers fan and a Giants fan.
Yeah. So Plunge.
How did I not know this?
So Plunge is from Stockton. Roser, what is the story with your allegiance to?
Yeah. How are you?
To the 49ers and Giants.
The 49ers is because so like growing up in Memphis, like the Titans didn't come here until like
98.
Yeah.
So like
you were 10,
I was
11
already a teenager. I was already a teenager at that point. So like Steve Young was my favorite football player growing up. I'm also left-handed. So like, when you're playing like schoolyard football at recess or whatever, like you play running around, like Steve Young was like
the guy.
in my era, he was like the running around quarterback. Like he was the dude.
Yeah.
Like it was so fun. And the 49ers offense at the time, that West Coast offense was like a big
fun to watch.
thing. And then
Bill Walsh.
And then the Giants, it's because of Bonds. Barry Bonds was my favorite baseball player. And
Don't blame you.
I like Pittsburgh. And then when he went to San Francisco, I was still so young that I just kind of followed him, and I've liked the Giants like ever since.
You need to show him. So Roser, before you got on, and not to like repeat too much, but Plunge's dad came in town last weekend and brought like a ton of like old ass cardboard. It's all baseball.
Mike Krukow.
Yeah, so I actually had a buddy of mine yesterday. I went and picked it up. It's probably about like a 25-pound box full of old baseball cards, and it had some other stuff in it too. But like, in some of them, I told him, I was like, dude, if I find some stuff in here that's like valuable, that's just beat to shit, I was like, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. And sure enough, bro, he has. I'm not the freaking 1989 King Griffey Jr. Topps rookie with the gold all-star on it. I'm like, bro, this is like a $500, $600 card in good condition. He's got the 1989 Bowman King Griffey Jr. That's like a bigger card. That's not easy. I'm like, he's got the freaking I think it's 1987 Barry Bonds Topps rookie, and they are all just beat to hell. But one that was in a case, and it's dinged up because it's a card from the 70s.
Yeah.
But this Pete Maravich.
Oh, Pistol Pete.
Let's go.
It was in the case, and I was like, all right, well, I'll hold on to that, and I'll probably get that graded. But there's some other stuff that's good. Frank Thomas prospect card that was also cased up.
Oh, Birmingham Barons.
There's some good stuff in there. Plus, I saw those cards. I can help you out too. I know somebody that handles all that stuff and
Yeah, I might reach out. Yeah, I've got. There's a lot to go through. There's a whole big box, and then I think he kept all the stuff that was important to him in these sheets, and they're not like in the best condition, but the cornering's not great, but a handful of them that they're pretty sharp.
But some of those players like that if they're from like the 60s, 70s, some of those guys it doesn't matter what the
it's 50s and 60s. It's all like 59, 60, 61, 62.
It's not going to matter the condition.
Yeah.
You may have hundreds of thousands or a couple $1 million worth of cards.
Fuck you. No.
What was that address again, Paul?
Yeah. Dude, a freaking like Babe Ruth that was graded like a 2 sold for $6 million.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I mean,
it's just a piece of something. If it's there.
Yeah.
I'll pull him out in a maybe later on, but he had like a set of cars. There's like these long, they're like this big, and they're from the 60s. And I looked it up, and like even the cheapest one we're going for like $10 or $20, and he had like 50 of them. Yeah. I was like, Dad, you realize you're going for
sell
like
the lot for $1,000.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, so we're gonna bring up 17 Akula. You give me a thumbs up if you're ready to rock.
I know that name.
Cool. Did I say that right? 17 Akula.
There's a cool cat.
Yes. It's actually Nikola, because I was. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, because of the 17, I was alive with that when pager code was a big thing, and so 17 is an N, and Nikola actually comes from my car, which is a Tesla, and then I wanted to figure out like what kind of license plate should I give it, and then I figured, Nikola Tesla makes the most sense. I looked that up. It's taken. So I was like, all right, let me just add an O. And then so I was like, Nikola. Okay, that's kind of nerdy and weird at the same time. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That feels right. So
Love
17 Ikula.
Are you going to the suite?
To where?
Did you get like the suite experience? Is that you? Someone else?
No, I wish.
No, never mind.
No,
I'm making
not
it
me.
I'm making it up.
Well, don't worry. He'll just pull a freaking number 3 Wade in a second, or number 3 Chris Paul. So it'll do it.
So we've seen you in the Nine Lives Lounge streets, but who are you? What do you do? What's your story?
Yeah. So let's see. My story is, I guess it started with a video game called Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone. I play with a bunch of dudes. I got to give them a shout out. Nutty's Buddy Ranch. You guys are out there. So they introduced me to Discord and Top Shot, and back in what was that, probably March, when everyone else was getting started with it as well. And then so that's kind of how I started with Top Shot. Obviously, like 95% of us, that was a rough time to get started. And then I started following all these people on Twitter. Alan Falcon, I believe he tweeted something about Ava Stars. I was like, oh, what is this? What are these NFT things? So I bought an Ava Star. That was my first ever NFT. And then that got me to Bored Apes. And then that got me to Plunge Father. That got me to Cool Cats. And then kind of the rest is history from there. So
good, man.
Yeah.
I see the Bored Ape in the corner.
Is that yours? Yeah. There he is right there.
Nice.
Got my mutant as well.
Oh man. Love that. That's so nuts.
That internet money, man. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Fake fucking internet money.
It's so weird.
Wait, I see Gutter Cat merch there as well.
Yeah. I've got. Oh, here. Let me show you my collection real quick.
Yeah, you've gotten in on some good projects early on. You're doing all right in NFT land.
Crypto dads.
5 crypto dads. Obviously some Cool Cats.
Oh man.
Gutters. Made my own Bored Ape hats. Obviously, got a bunch of sweaters down here.
Did you do any of the Cool Cat stuff for us? Like a hat or something? Was that you or was that somebody else?
Like make them? No. I No, this is just me buying stuff.
Love that.
Because I know like guys in our like the group that we created, like basically created. I mean, hell, the jersey you're wearing, I created.
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
sure.
we've all like.
Not sure if he's so Chugs. Before this, I should note I was watching the First Mint live stream. LG like did a reveal at the end of the show. He was rocking his Cool Cats jersey.
Oh yeah.
He's got a #1 black jersey that like he sold off all of his Cool Cats, but he had ordered it before he had sold everything off.
Yeah.
And he still has the actual infinite objects. And he said something to the effect of like he's feeling like a giant like fraud because he's got these like very rare things.
At the time, if you got it at the time, you're good. You know, like
yeah. Hey, you earned it, man. That's all that matters.
You earned it.
That's right.
Or he bought in. He might have bought in after the fact. I'm not sure. Either way, but so you got a pack to rack.
Yeah,
I do.
Let's fucking do it, man.
Let's crack ribs.
How do I share? Oh, there you go. Share.
Yep. Just click the share
And
audio
do like a Chrome tab and then share audio. Although I guess we've heard it enough. It's literally like a Justin Timberlake beat or a Timberland beat. A Timberland beat from like the Sexy Back album.
Yeah,
for sure.
Also, everybody in the chat, I forgot to post the link to Dream his Twitch stream, so feel free to subscribe to that. All right, we'll add you here. Holy cow!
Ooh.
Can you guys see this?
Roser, look at this dude. He's a pack hoarder. Look at
I'm one of those.
Oh my god!
You're a psycho. Oh my god!
What is happening?
You're a total
How many
psycho.
bottles do you have in your basement?
Holy
So I have
Jesus
24
Christ.
packs. 24
Bro, you
packs
have an
because,
ear.
of
You have a necklace of ears. Somewhere.
So we're doing them all. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, are we ripping
Let's
multiples?
do it.
Are we doing a couple
How
of
much
them?
time do we have? No.
I mean,
Hey, we're
we
rolling
got all
as
the
long as we
time
got,
in the
man.
day if you want to rip some.
Well, I mean, I
Holy smokes.
think I started collecting these packs when I think I collected this one because of the Donovan Mitchell like throwdown debacle.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously when Cool Cats the Nine Lives Lounge dropped, they dropped
Yeah, he gave
these
us a
2
couple
packs, and so I was like, oh, I've got a few here. I might as well like keep going. And then
man.
And then Vegas, I think it was the Killian Hayes.
So you went to Summer League, right?
I did. I met. It was cool. It was so cool to meet like all these other top shotters, NFTers out there. I got to meet like Pack Rip, Andrew Wang.
You know what I learned today? Pack Rip,
What's up?
Ewing, and Pack Drip are not the same thing.
Yep.
What?
Totally different.
You just realized
I've been interacting with both of those accounts as if they were the same account for
2 different
the better part of 6
handles,
months.
2
Yeah.
different everything.
I literally don't care. I just
Pack
thought they were
drip,
the same thing.
Pack drip and pack rip. Yeah.
Yep.
Slightly different. Holy smokes, man.
That's
You
a
got-
lot, man.
you're
Let's open
like
this right back up.
Steph Pseudo somewhere is like, damn, man, you crazy.
All right, here we go.
Let me just open this up. I'm going middle out.
Middle out. That is the most efficient.
Gerald Wallace, sick
Gerald
dunk.
Wallace. Gerald Wallace.
Everybody's Gerald Wallace. All
I mean, it's a good block. But
on Chris Paul.
On CP3, yeah.
On rookie Chris Paul.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That dude's
By the way, I do not have massive beef with Andrew Wang. I just like giving him swirlies.
Oh God. Yeah.
Is that the dude who ran for president?
no, you're thinking
that's
of
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang. Yeah, no. Wayne's like a journalist.
I would not put it past Andrew Wang to run for president, though.
Yes, at this point.
Maybe part of the
Richard Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson is a ninja.
Ooh, very nice.
Bron.
What was it?
Oh, behind the back,
Ooh.
little onesie
Dude,
twosie.
Baron was
Player,
good.
man.
He had some good years in New Orleans too. Like he was good.
The beast.
He was a good player. Wasn't he
How
playing
good.
Big Three for a minute?
That
Too?
Warriors team.
he used to. I think he still goes and plays the Drew sometimes.
Oh, Chris Paul.
Oh,
This is one of the top 2 or 3.
This is probably the
That's
first.
awesome.
This is probably the first or second best one.
Oh, let's go.
That's
Damn,
dope.
he pulled it.
Ooh.
Rookie Chris Paul.
Ooh,
You
shit,
know,
rookie. That's
That's a
right.
great
Dude.
serial number 2.
Oh yeah, it's a good cereal.
Oh, yeah.
Golden Hornets jerseys.
TJ Ford just got
Ah.
Katrina year.
That's
Oh,
the
love
that's the
that.
best one to me. And
Take
that you can get out of all the running backs. A Chris Paul rookie. That's the best one.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Is that John
show
Boy's?
me the data. Oh no,
This is
John Boy
this
Beats.
is John Boy. Shout out John Boy
Don't
Beats.
spoil it because you got to
Oh,
pay for
sorry.
this.
Well,
John Boy,
I should be
doing a
paying
little bit
for
of
that,
marketing.
by the way.
John Boy's gonna DM
John Boy,
both of-
someone posted a link in the chat to John
he's
Boy's
gonna-
stuff. I
he's
should
gonna
be. I should
DM
be
me
paying
and
for it.
Plunge and be like, take that shit down.
I mean,
No,
look at
no,
all
we
this
should
alpha.
plug him.
No,
John Boy's great.
no.
I
I'm
love John
kidding.
Boy.
I'm
His
kidding.
stuff
I
is
love
so
him
good,
too.
yeah.
He's great. He's awesome. We need to get him freaking on here eventually.
Yeah, I know. That's another
He's
one.
great.
that-
Yeah, he's great.
All right, let's pull it up and rank these bad boys. All right, we're gonna go Greg Murray first here. Can you pull up in the pack again? That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
let me get a good look at it real quick.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I'm
Just
already
go to
going to
the
give it a
tab.
9 because of the Chris Paul. It was looking kind of suspect there for a little bit
Agreed.
with those first 4 polls, but Chris Paul makes up for it. I'm going to go 9.
Sweet. 9 for Greg. Who's next?
You are.
Okay. I gave the Shaq one an 8. I think this is better. I think this is better than the Shaq one. So
Agreed.
I'm going to go 8.5. This is the best one I've seen so far.
The Chris Paul, that automatically makes it at least an 8.5. I'll split the middle between. I'll go 8.7.
All right,
All right,
Veerman.
Veerman.
So I gave Shaq the 9. This is better, so I'll say like a 9.1. It's better cereal and CP rookie. So
I agree.
9. I mean, what else do you want? 9.1.
Right. I'm in the same. I'm in the same.
This was
exact way.
yeah. I mean, from the rare part, yeah.
I mean, the only thing that like maybe so there's 3 to 5. Let's say just call all of the top 5 moments essentially the same. You're looking for a high serial of one of those top 5 moments, and this is a high serial of one of the top 5 moments. So I give it a 9.4. You could have better if like you had supporting cast members in the archive packs. Yeah. If it was a double-digit serial, yeah. But like the number of double-digit serials for those top 5 moments is what 500 out of however many 50,000 packs. Like there's not much better in terms of like the specific run it back moment that you could have pulled. I think it's a 9.4.
Awesome.
It's a banger. We got
I
8
love it.
Banger.
8.9 is our 8.9 is our average. It was a good one.
Banger. Anything you want to plug?
Top heavy,
Nicola.
but it's a good one.
I will take it. Yeah, just one thing I wanted to plug real quick. So this hat that I'm wearing, All Star Freaks, it's a NFT project. It's sports related, one of ones.
Trout?
What's that?
Is it a guy named Trout?
I don't know. I only know him by
he does
his
sports
All Star
stars.
Freaks. Oh yeah, that's a different
that's
one.
what Pack Rip's profile.
Yeah.
is.
Pack Rips, PFP, and his Pack Rip Media thing is All Star Freaks. So, really cool project. Even better community, like super tight. We share like NFT alpha all the time, and it's just a cool vibe. So
Awesome, man. Well, hey, thank you for joining us. It was much appreciated.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And we'll go from there. Have a good rest of your night.
Peace.
All right. Hey, we should do a giveaway.
All
What do
right,
you
give away a plunging NFT, right?
Let's give away a plunging NFT.
Let's do one of those and then we got Skank on, who is the #1 LaMelo holder.
He is the #1
If I
LaMelo
remember
holder.
right. He's LaMelo Cool Cat holder. He's
Everybody
got the #1.
in the chat, plunging. That's what we're looking for. Plunging.
Which Rosa, this is an NFT that we have that's basically the key to Discord that we have. That's like kind of a smaller group, like discussing just all things NFTs, Top Shot, whatever.
It's not the key to life, though.
I mean,
not the key to life. I wouldn't go that
It's
far.
plunges, so it might be.
I don't know about key to life.
When
it might be
plunged
the
out.
key to your life in the metaverse if that is worth anything to you.
Plunge down. We'll do the short version of the giveaway song.
Subscribe and that bullshit. You might win some free shit. Gonna give away. Gonna give away some. We're gonna give away. We're gonna give away some. Give away some. Give away some. Give away some.
It could be you.
It could be you.
Probably not.
It's probably not.
That's
All
like
right.
the best part.
Caruso's so good. All right. We just rolled it. Drill the grass.
Drill the grass.
Drill the grass. So drill the grass. What I need you to do, I would like you to
ETH address.
No, I want you to whisper it to me. Whisper it from this account, this drill the grass, your ETH address. I'm very leery of like Twitter shit because of all this weird fucking scam stuff. So what I need you to do is whisper me your ETH address on Twitch, and I will get you one of the plunging NFTs in short order. Congratulations. Following since 429. A long time.
Nice, man.
Been doing this a long time. It's been fun.
Long time visitor.
All right, Skank, give me a thumbs
Let's
up.
bring him
Ready
in.
to rock. Long time
Hey, what's
listener.
going on? What is up,
17th
dude?
Time caller.
Number one Mello.
Number one
up?
Mello. How's it going,
What's
buddy?
up?
It's going pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Ready to
Better
rip.
How's the
Better
pack's been tonight? Sorry I was a little late.
No,
We've had a Shaq pulled, we've had a CP3 pulled, so those are two of like the top 4 or 5 you would probably say. So we've had some good ones. We've also had some duds. We've had 2 like legit duds. The first one we got was actually like a solid, like our average score is a 7-1. It was I can't even remember what the actual run it back was, but it was like a pretty solid overall pack. Do you guys remember what the first one was? What was the first one we pulled? No.
Shaq was like the second one.
Shaq was the second one. What was the first one? Like, it wasn't like a total dud, but or like maybe the whole collection was okay. I can't remember. I'm like drawing a total blank on this.
Was it
T-Mac? T-Mac was the
T-Mac,
first.
that's
one.
right.
Yeah. So it was like a respectable like.
I had T-Mac towards the top.
Yeah, like we were saying like top quarter, like not like
Top
the
quarter.
top 3 or 4, but like definitely like
Top
well
10.
above average.
I think top
T-Mac.
20, top 20%.
Yeah, something like that.
Top 20.
Like
or
like
so.
your top shot account ranking basis.
So for folks, so for folks that don't remember, Skank, you want to give like who do you stand? What team do you rock?
What you hoping for? What you hoping for?
What you hoping for?
Oh, who do I want? I guess I want the Iverson. I wanted the LeBron jersey number, but I saw that was pulled already, so I guess the Iverson.
Boo. Okay.
No, but I wanted to give away some moments, some throwdown moments. I can't gift
You wanna
them
give
till
away?
2 more days, but I had 2 moments. I had this Brandon Clark and the Sumner. So I don't know if you want to run the giveaway or something before or after.
Give us.
I mean, just give it to me. You know.
You just give me the Brandon Clark, or you can give Rosa.
Do you want to give those away?
I mean,
I want to give them away because honestly, you guys, I'm always on the stream. You know, I haven't gave away anything. I know that's always the theme of the show. So
Oh shit! All right. What do you want? What do you want?
But I
people to
can't
type in
give
the
them
chat?
till
We'll give
Sunday
away-
though. So whoever wins,
That's
just
fine.
know that they're not going to come till Sunday. I tried to sell them, they didn't sell. So let's give them away.
All right. So what we're gonna do? We'll do one of them now before you crack your pack, and we'll do one of them at the end. Okay.
All right,
So what
we'll
do you
do the
want people to type in
Brandon
the chat?
Clark first, just so we can keep it easy.
Grizz for Brandon Clark. Is that cool?
Grizz.
G R
Everybody in the chat.
I Z Z.
We got Grizz in the chat. Grizz in the chat.
Pull up the Brandon Clark. I want to see what it
Yeah,
actually is
let's
because
look
it's
at
a
the
throwdown. Like these are supposed to be like kind of like highlight reel plays.
Yeah, actually, some of the dunks are really good on the throwdowns. I didn't like the pack at the time, but they are some of the best plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great set. I love the set.
The jaw
Sorry,
throwdown
my
is
computer's
fucking
loading
badass.
slow.
The jaw throwdown is that one-handed one from Grayson Allen where he just like picks it like 4 feet behind the backboard or something like on the baseline and just tomahawks it. It's freaking awesome.
The worst lobs make the best dunks.
Yeah.
I can't
And when you're
Yeah.
Ja Morant, like freaking no lob is a bad lob.
Yeah.
Like that dude's ridiculous. I guess we're taking a minute.
I wish it would load.
For this BC to roll up. Well, we're giving away something.
Well,
I don't see it, but it's
we're giving
coming.
away. I don't know if it's gonna play.
Got some premium plunger net going here.
Oh man,
For
sure.
sure.
Let me sign in.
Schmitty over here with Grizz with like 8 Z's. You realize the Nightbot ain't gonna pick that up. It's got to be 2 Z's. Just normal Grizz, GRIZZ.
I think I might have to
then
come back and switch browsers. This thing's going so slow.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
That's,
ahead and
that's
take.
fine.
We can
just,
you can talk through it while you're
Yeah,
fixing it. I
yeah.
just pulled it.
Yeah,
out
let me close this out and then I'll be back.
Yeah, no problem.
Top shot of Schmitty wins everything anyway.
All right, here we
Touche,
go.
sir.
We're gonna roll it. Ready and DT lead.
While we're waiting, here's a ravishing Rick Rude.
What?
In,
Dude.
In the package.
Roser, I'm
At
starting.
K&B Toys in Birmingham, Alabama.
I'm starting to think,
collecting?
Roser, I'm starting to think that you've got
DT Lieb.
like a room
Lieb.
that has just like
hit
an
me with
insane
your
amount
Top
of
Shot
stuff.
username in the chat. DT Lieb, you won. DT Lieb 2, following since 3-1. We haven't pulled that, so congrats on the first win in a while. But thank you for subscribing. DT Lieb, I need your Top Shot username in the chat.
Is that Terrell Owens or Jerry Rice?
Rice. I've got T.O. though. I do have T.O.
Jesus, man.
98.
Jesus.
But you
DT
go, I mean, you go to that kind of stuff. Like you went to the one in Chicago, so like you go to the like collector conventions where you can pick up all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. But I didn't get that there.
Yeah.
DT Lieb in the chat.
That you can get.
Yeah, Top Shot Tesla. Yeah, I love that you just have. I love that this dude has all this stuff ready to flex on
Steam.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. DT Lieb, man, I need your Top Shot username if you're around. Man, woman, child, however you identify.
I've got a
DT
ticket
Lieb.
stub from a Katy Perry concert.
What?
Why?
Yeah. I keep my ticket stubs too. My very first concert I ever went to was AC/DC at the Pyramid here, which is now a Bass Pro Shops. So a little bit of history there.
You want to hear my first concert?
You're a maniac.
My
I
first
love
real
it. I love
concert.
it.
My aunt's boss, when I was like a kid, he was big uppity up at Oracle. So he'd get the box at the Oracle Arena every once in a while. It wasn't called Oracle. It was like the Oklahoma Coliseum at the time. The first concert that I technically went to was Ricky Martin. I was in the suite there.
Nice.
I don't consider that my first intentional concert.
I wouldn't say that either.
My first intentional concert was with my first girlfriend in high school, and it was a concert. It was a Nickelback concert was the headliner. But we didn't go because of Nickelback. We went because Hinder was opening.
Weren't they with the lips of it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
Oh, man.
So we should go around the horn on this because my first intentional concert, and I went to some good ones after, but my first one,
DT Lieb, I need your Top Shot username in the chat, man, or woman or child.
Yes. First one I went to in New Orleans was it was a Lenny Kravitz concert, but the opener was Buck Cherry, and the one I went for was Smash Mouth. So it was Buck Cherry, Smash Mouth, Lenny Kravitz. That's the weirdest fucking lineup I've ever looking
strange.
Back. Like
shout out to Buck Cherry. They kept strip club dancing alive.
Dude,
for a while, man.
the Crazy Bitch song.
If you ever went to a strip club and like I don't know what year was around this Buck Cherry dude, you would hear
like 99, 2000 maybe.
Girls were dancing to Buck Cherry, like strippers.
Crazy Bitch.
Crazy Bitch was like the #1 stripper song ever.
They'd be like, now we've got Destiny from Topeka, Kansas coming out. Like, you're crazy, man.
All the way. Coming to the main stage right now. She'll make your darkest fantasies come true. This is Raven. Yeah.
Oh my God, Skank, you're back. How's it going, man?
So true.
All right, guys, it's going good. Firefox, man. I signed up everything on there. Now it just doesn't work. But here's the moment.
You missed some fun. You missed a fun Roser.
We were going around the horn. What's the first concert you ever went to? Like
intentionally,
intentionally
by choice.
Yeah, like not your parents took you. Like you were like, I'm going. What was the?
I
first
went
concert?
to the Vans Warped Tour.
Vans Warped Tour. That's
like
strong.
41.
Like Blink 182, Good Charlotte.
Yeah, like those years. Yeah, definitely. MXPX, no facts.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure PMB 524 is my dad. What's up, Dad? Thanks for all the cards.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
Yeah, he was. If you didn't see that part of the stream earlier, I was explaining how awesome it was that you brought all the awesome stuff that came today.
That's nice. Your dad's listening in.
Hey, Plug, when you went to that Nickelback concert, did y'all take a photograph and did it make you laugh?
It did. It did. I'm pretty sure Chevelle also opened and Hoobastank.
I saw Chevelle at Music Fest.
Yeah,
It was like Chevelle. It was Hinder, Chevelle,
clincher.
Hoobastank.
You know, I'll
Yeah.
take from Chevelle. That dude can sing.
It was great, and I will say
Music
this.
Fest, they crushed one year in Memphis. Let's go.
Speaking of dad on the stream, he asked me one time. He said, "Why do people hate Nickelback?" And I didn't know the answer. Can you answer the question? Like, why do people hate Nickelback?
No, I think it's because they make corny music. True story. AC/DC. This is another AC/DC story. When they came to what is now FedEx Forum, it's the main arena here in town. So my buddy, through one of his friends' wives, had like connections at FedEx Forum. Got them backstage passes at AC/DC. So they got to meet AC/DC. Dude, and freaking Nickelback was back there. The entire band, because they were driving down to Florida. They were performing at the Super Bowl. Or like maybe a weekend concert, but it was Super Bowl weekend. I don't know if they performed at the Super Bowl or if it was like a concert Super Bowl weekend, but they were on their way through and they just passed through because they knew AC/DC was in town and they knew him. And they passed through to watch it. My buddy said he got to meet Nickelback and he was like, dude, it sucks. I'm like, what? He's like, they are so cool.
I bet they are.
Oh.
I bet they are. And you know what? For all the crap that people give them, they just consistently put out fucking bangers. Like they're top 40 because people listen to them.
It's like Bud Light Lime commercial music. That's what I always think
And
of
that's
when I
fine.
think of Nickelback.
It's okay.
I think of
It's
Bud
like
Light
people
Lime.
hate on Creed. It's like, yo, dude, Creed sold like 50 million albums. Like somebody was buying them.
Yeah,
Love that.
Like a lot of people. No,
So, Skank, you went to Vans. Veerman, what was the first concert you intentionally went to?
I think it was the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
Okay, you got to
whatever.
AC/DC.
Not to age you, not to age you, but I assume you're a little bit older than a couple of us.
I'm 36.
Okay, yeah,
36.
you're
You're 1 year older than me.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, no,
you're
but no,
not
I
much
went to
older
the Rolling
than me.
Stones because it was it's timely now, but it was the benefit concert that Toronto had after SARS. Remember SARS?
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
2000,
that was a thing.
2003.
Oh no, 3. Sorry.
So yeah, basically it was COVID before like they caught it and they eradicated it pretty quickly. And so Toronto had a concert and the Rolling Stones were headliners. So I went to that. That was kind of my thing. Yeah.
Greg, what was yours? You're the last one.
It was a festival, and I went to see Busta Rhymes, Ja Rule, and The Roots.
What's my
That's
motherfucking
strong.
name?
That's
Yeah, it was
strong.
pretty good.
Love that.
And did they
Love that.
deliver? Like in your recollection, did they deliver the way
Oh, it was
you were
awesome.
hoping?
Yeah, it was
It was
great.
fucking good.
Yeah.
It was good.
That's gotta
Awesome.
be good.
Skank, you think you're ready to open this pack?
Yeah, let's rip it.
I'm ready.
So I did.
Hopefully
I
it
did.
doesn't
I shot.
delay and lag too much.
That'll be good. Let's rock. So who are you hoping for?
One pack. That's normal. Good.
The Iverson probably.
All right. Let's rock.
We're not gonna play the music. I've sort of heard it enough
That's
today
fine. That's
too.
fine.
That's fair. I can go listen to a Justin Timberlake album anytime.
Yeah.
Which one?
Speaking of 2020, great album. I
It
still
is.
listen to it constantly.
It is. That is
Indeed.
good. That is a good album.
Oh, we got
AK
another AK.
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 I didn't even know he's in the pack.
Unload the clip, Andre.
Ben Gordon.
Ben Gordon. All right, there's one we hadn't seen yet.
new plunging segment.
Oh,
Karaoke
everybody's
Wisconsin. I
favorite
love
player.
Andrew Bogut.
I love Bogey, man. I love Bogey.
Look, Australians also love Matthew Dellavedova, but like that doesn't really mean
He's a
that they
rookie. He's a
matter.
rookie.
Oh,
Nobody
there,
get-
gonna
yeah.
make
Sean
sure.
Marion, The Matrix. All right.
Good one.
All right, here we go.
What is it?
What's it gonna be?
Jersey Nets is Vince Carter, isn't it?
Oh,
Jason
yeah.
Kidd. All right.
Jason
Cool,
Kidd.
that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool.
Next Jason Kidd was good.
bad.
Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
That
he
is
was.
true.
I mean, that was go to the finals, Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
He was
All
still definitely very good.
we're just
And
a
it's,
couple years removed from being in the finals. Yeah.
I've seen this. It's a little glitchy, but like it
Is
is
that
a
Richard
pretty.
Jefferson? Who is
It's a
that?
pretty nice pass. It's
Yeah,
an alley oop to
Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson. Yeah.
Initially, when I saw these jerseys, I thought it was an
Those
all-star
jerseys
jersey.
are
and I was like,
fire.
interesting. They are real fire, though.
Yeah, those
They
are
look a
nice.
lot like the Phila jerseys, like the
Yeah.
Philadelphia ones.
Those are
Um,
like the aren't those like the ABA Nets jerseys?
So
Yeah, which they
I'm
kind
gonna
of brought back, but not
I'm gonna start this one off.
okay.
I think Jason Kidd is number 25 of 50 in this pack and run it back.
Okay.
So roughly speaking, like dead middle of the pack. the supporting cast, relatively speaking, and I didn't see the serial. I don't think it was that great, right?
No, 414 or something.
You're going to see the ones you've recently added,
Yeah.
so we could keep a reference point.
So I give this like,
oh, that right here.
This is like dead 5. This is dead 5.
Boom.
Yeah, I'll go 5.
Agree.
I'll go 5 too.
5 too.
There's some better serials than we've seen so far in here, but yeah, not the best.
Yeah, the AK is a nice serial. That 1002. That's nice.
What you got?
I think I'm just a high marker. I'll go with like a 6.5.
6.5. I'll take.
Here's a question: if you if you got rid of all of the rest of the archive moments, just straight Jason Kidd, serial number blankety blank out of serial number 414 out of 990, is that a 6.5?
Like for me?
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's as you said. I think it's middle of the pack, right?
Mhm.
So
yeah,
it's middle. It's even middle of the pack cereal, pretty much.
True.
So
6.5. I like that.
I mean,
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just a high marker.
I got you.
I like
it's
a Hall of Famer. It's a Hall of Famer.
It's all relative. It's all relative.
It's a Hall of Famer. You know.
It's all relative. All right, Chugsy.
All right.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
one more moment to give away. So
hold on, we got Chugs and we got Chugs and Rosa gotta go yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5-1. I'm kind of in the same boat. Like everything around the kid is pretty much anonymous, so I'm gonna go 5-1. If there was something else going in there, maybe closer to 6, but I'm gonna go 5-1.
I'll go with 5.6, 5.6. I like Jason.
All right. We're a 5.5, so we're slightly above average pack. Basically, is what we're thinking.
This is a great comment. This is a great comment.
Yeah,
it's pretty
That's
good.
true.
yeah, this one was really sick.
Yeah,
Edmund Sumner.
All right, so Roser, you said you got your score in already.
Yeah, he was a 5.6.
I gave it 5.6.
All right, so we got one more to give away. And what would you like the keyword to be?
I guess to keep it like child friendly, we'll just go with ditto.
Ditto. 2 T's.
2 T's.
Ditto. Ditto. So Edmund Sumner, I don't know dick about Edmund Sumner. Does anybody know anything about him? And
Yeah,
I know it's funny you were like,
I saw him in the G League because I do the play-by-play or the color commentating for the Grizzlies G League team. So he was playing with. I've seen him play for Fort Wayne. That's the Pacers.
was he a 2-way contract or no?
I think he was a 2-way guy. Either that or they had him down on assignment.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, he's fine. There are a few guys that I've seen in the G League where I've been like, okay, that guy's way too good. Like that guy. There are a few guys that I've seen when I watch them, I'm like, okay, that guy belongs in the NBA. Never forget the first game I ever called. They played the Sioux Falls Skyforce, which is Miami's affiliate. If you screw up with the Heat, they send your ass to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The player I saw, me and Buddy, we went to like one of our first breaks, and I looked at each other. We go, "Who the hell is that guy?" And it was Torrey Craig, who's a rotation guy in the NBA now, but like on a G League court, I mean, he was just bowling over everybody and was just a million times better.
It's funny seeing that like that gap, because like there are definitely dudes that same with Summer League. It's like freaking, we joke with Memphis guys like Wayne Selden, like guys who they're way too good for any kind of like development, like semi-pro type league, but then they get to the NBA and it's like they're just kind of a guy,
I can give you another one, and it's also a Miami guy, Duncan Robinson. When I saw Duncan Robinson at the G League level, I was like, okay, like
this is an NBA player.
He's an NBA player. Like this guy's making everything, and Duncan Robinson had to work his way up. So congrats to him on getting his money, man.
Yeah, that dude's a dead eye shooter though too. I mean, that'll help.
All right, let's roll it.
What we got?
Flongy 31. Flongy 31. Following since 422. Thank you.
Good man.
Good man. Good woman. Good child.
Fellow cool cat.
Oh wow, yeah. Hey, this Flongy 31 is a testament to you don't need to be a subscriber to win on the plunge and stream.
Oh, nice.
But hey, Flongy 31, hit me with your Top Shot username in the chat, and we will get that to Skank. Skank, anything to promote?
No, I guess you know what? Actually, the Sneaky Vampire Syndicate. I'm really into that right now.
Okay.
You haven't heard of it? Yeah, they're doing big things. So it's one NFT I really like. They got some bats gonna release and stuff. So yeah, check that out if you haven't.
Nice.
All right.
All right,
Well,
thanks,
Skank,
guys. You guys have a good night. Good luck on your pack rips.
Later,
yeah,
bud.
much appreciated. So it says Flong win 31. So I'm gonna send that in the private chats. And then once I hear he bounced, but I'll get it to him. Flongy. Can you actually, Chugs, can you write that down just in case?
Yeah, Flongy.
So here's
Flong,
the
no,
thoughts.
it's Flong FLONGWIN 31, and we just need to get that to Skank.
Yeah.
So I have an idea here, Plunge.
Yeah.
I've got a couple packs here, right? I've got this run it back pack. Really fortunate to get one today, and I got a couple archive packs. So what I was thinking was I could bust open one of each, and then maybe I'm not on the white list, unfortunately, for gifting moments, but I figure I gift like one or two away on the stream.
Hell yeah.
Or
Let's
not
do
on
it.
stream, but like, well, in 7 days when the gifting thing is over, I'll just send them.
For sure.
But I don't know. Is that cool?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do that? All
We'll
right.
definitely do
Absolutely.
that. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Why not?
And then RB Spence here in the green room, we'll bring you up after Veerman cracks his packs, and we'll I think a couple of us have packs as well. Greg, do you need to roll?
Yeah, I gotta hop out.
All right, man.
Nice chatting with everybody.
Good seeing everybody.
Peace, Greg.
Have a good one.
See you,
man.
Okay.
All right.
First time.
And then there were 4.
Okay, first time doing that.
So you've got a rib and a couple of archives.
I got a couple of them. Got a couple. I was very fortunate today. They gave me
Get that
57
collector
packs.
Oh, 57. Hello.
Yeah, Alexo got 77, I think.
We
78.
just gave them to you?
Yeah,
No,
how did
you
this
get
work?
you get one per S1 run it back.
Oh,
Yep.
oh,
You
I
know?
remember.
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
Library got like 80 something or 75 or something?
No,
Okay,
library
yeah.
only has like 5
really?
run it backs. Yeah, he's not too thrilled about it, but actually he wasn't even that bullish on the set. I remember him and I going back and forth because he didn't like the set originally.
People are like freaking the
Yeah.
fuck out. What?
Yeah, that was
I
that
forgot
was,
about that. Yeah, if you
I
had
got one as well. I got
for
one as well.
anybody who's not familiar, if you had a Series 1 run it back, for every Series 1 run it back you were gifted a archive pack, which are, I mean, they're basically common packs. They're not supposed to be like super high dollar, packs or whatever. But I mean, that's still pretty freaking cool. Like everybody liked ripping packs. So if you got, a bunch of crap
honestly,
at it.
I didn't think it was necessary. Like I'm not a fan. I'll be honest with you, because it gave me, like, when they did that, I'm like, oh, they're letting us down really easy. They're going to come out with moments from every single player who was in the S1 run it back, and this is their way of apologizing.
Yeah, right.
That's the hint I got. I'm like, why else would they do this? And then when they said they're not going to make, subsequent moments for 5 years, I'm like,
yeah,
why would they, like, this? It bothered me. It actually did. They gave me these packs, whatever. Like, I would prefer if they didn't do it like that. I was kind of hoping they would make more of the 2014 stuff.
Boy, man, hats off to you for your kind of way of
there was a little bit of a
give away some, whatever,
Yeah.
let share the wealth, so to say, in a weird kind of situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to give more of these away at some point as well. Like, I don't think I'm going to open up a bunch of these packs for a while, but
I mean, you got
future
50
giveaways.
plus. Take a while to just.
Well, I want to at least finish the set, right? Like, I'm a set completionist. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's bust this thing
cool.
open.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Fuck, this is so loud.
We can,
I'm gonna mute it.
We can cut it now. We've heard the beat.
Let's see here.
Several
Okay,
times.
Let's go top left.
What do we got?
What do we got? Okay, Lonzo Morning.
Okay, we got the Zoe. We've
All right.
seen Zoe
So
before.
should we play this or not play?
Sure.
It? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
like
can.
watching the moments, dude.
Okay,
I love
Watch
it.
Yeah, I like it.
It's just like a help block. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he
Slots
runs the
away.
floor after it too.
Detroit. Detroit back then was fucking.
Oh, he says,
awesome.
"I'm getting up the floor. Let's go."
That was
The team-
about like the end of those Pistons runs.
Well, the other team that's like lost in all of that period of time is the freaking Pacers.
Yeah, because did you watch the
Mouse in the Palace?
Yeah, the Untold, the documentary.
Yeah, the Untold, and I forgot about it too. Like I had, and it got stolen from me. I had an Artest 91 jersey. That was the only season that he wore 91.
Right.
Was that year. So he only wore it for a few games because Malice in the Palace was fairly early in the season. But like, man, they could have won the title that year.
No, they were, and I feel bad for Reggie Miller because like that was his chance, and he retired after that.
That's what I forgot was that ended up being his last season.
Yeah, he called it after that.
Well, Reggie and Jermaine O'Neal, like that wasn't really helpful for his career going forward. I mean, it was in the documentary.
Jermaine O'Neal, like he was awesome, and you hear him in interviews and stuff, and it definitely bothers him, like kind of how his like career kind of went versus what it
feels like the NBA threw him under the bus. It really.
Oh,
it really
100%.
Nate O'Neal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
jeez,
dude.
That's a Jermaine O'Neal Ultra Rookie Encore card.
Yeah, that's a nice card. All right, let's do the next one here.
That just happened to be crazy that was sitting right there. Like,
Oh yeah,
honestly,
Smush Parker.
The card's been sitting there for probably like 4 days, and I just haven't even touched it. Like it's been sitting here.
Smush, man, easily wins the name title of the pack. Like Smush Parker, like come on. I didn't even know who that guy was.
Kobe hated him so
that's
much.
That's a nice dope dunk though.
It's a sick. It is a sick
player. He was a fun player. Kobe couldn't stand him because Smush kind of liked to do what Smush did. He wanted to do what he.
Do we know if Kobe was at this game? If he's on the bench or anything? Like I slowed
look.
it down. I couldn't.
2006 February. I'd have to think.
I slowed the clip down before. I couldn't see anything in the clip. But
because I mean, if Kobe's in it, like that actually would probably give it more value to people.
Yeah, I mean,
you can see Kobe. You can see
there
Kobe.
he is.
Oh yeah,
Stromile. Hello, LSU. Let's go.
I don't have it on me. I do have a Stromile Swift autograph card. I don't have it. It's back. I don't know. I'd have to go find it.
Drafted by the Grizzlies.
Yeah. Vancouver.
Right.
Man, he could have been so much. He had all the talent in the world.
Ginobili. This is a good one so far. I actually like these players.
With hair. Well, look, so far you got not Manu. I was going to say you got 3 debuts, 1 title badge, and then now you got a Manu.
I'll play the name.
Yeah, dude, I like watching these. These are fun. That's the best part of these streams. It's just
You know
like
what's
seeing
great?
the moments.
You
Also,
know
we're talking about
05, 06, man.
I mean, that Euro step, Manu Ginobili's. I mean, he brought the Euro step to NBA basketball, and now it's like it's being taught. Like, I mean, there are 10-year-olds that are Euro stepping out there now.
By the way, I'm pretty sure the Paul Pierce moment is a travel. I think the ball gets knocked, so it's not, but I'm pretty sure it's a travel.
He takes many steps.
They didn't call it? No way.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm traveling in the NBA.
What do you think?
Who do you want?
Probably Bosch. Bosch is in there.
Yeah,
right?
You want that Raptors, Chris Bosh,
Yeah, I take it. I take
He had
that.
cut his hair though by then too, which is kind of.
I'm calling LeBron.
I
You're
wish
getting
it was
LeBron.
the dreads on.
Grizz?
Oh, he's got the Battier. There it is.
Cheeks.
Battier.
Fundamental
There it
basketball.
is.
Fundamentals.
You know,
Whatever.
he was a superstar at Duke, and then came to the NBA and was just a guy for
Look
like
at that.
15 years.
Mevido Core didn't want that smoke right there.
No, can't handle it.
Mevido Core, the most out of place player I've ever seen in an All-Star game. Like that dude made it one All-Star team, but if you watch that game, it was like you quickly realize within a minute, like this guy has no business being on the floor with these players. Like he is not nearly good enough to be out.
The other guy I think of is Wally Zerbiak because what's his face Parrish is like my buddy Wally Zerbiak, NBA All-Star. And I'm like, yeah,
Karan Butler was one of them too one year. Karan Butler made it, and it was like Karan Butler had a really good career, was a good player, but like you saw him in an All-Star game with the best players in the
You're
world.
like, wait, what?
Yeah, he don't belong out here.
Wait, what?
All right, so this is the first archive pack I'm opening, and have we heard the music for this? I don't think we've heard the music.
I don't
right?
think. Are we gonna flash rate your rib pack real quick?
Oh yeah,
we can do
sorry.
Like a quick, we can do
yeah,
like a
yeah.
quick
What?
flash
Oh
rating.
man, I
You pulled the bat. You pulled the batty.
Batty.
The
I
lowest,
mean, it's
The other players are
it's
decent.
close to the worst.
I'm giving it a 4.7.
What?
Honestly,
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm giving it a 4. That's the lowest score I've given so far.
That's a kind score. Thank you.
I'll give it
a 4.7.
I'll give it a 1.7 so that the person that I gave the worst score to doesn't feel worse. But yeah,
Okay.
I had Batty as the like bottom,
Roser, what
the
do you
worst.
think?
Top,
You got a
like,
Grizz,
worst three
and you've
moments.
got a former Grizz and Stromile. So I mean, that's a 5.7. 5.7.
I was gonna say your lowest so far was a 3.3.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
it's a 5.7.
it's a 1.7. It's a 1.7.
2.4 point Grizz bump there.
I love
Veerman,
it.
what do you rate your own?
My own
For-
pack.
Even if
I don't know. I'm not super thrilled about it.
Extended
I feel like that's the
matters.
lowest. That's like a 4.
4. All right, and that's the
Well,
lowest.
don't worry. They gave you 57 other packs.
Packs,
You can
You make up for
You're all right,
it. You make up
His
for it.
collector score is 2 million.
Yeah.
I think you'll
Well,
be okay.
that's the thing. I think after tomorrow or whatever, that I think it's basically cut in half. I don't even know what my score is going to be once all the team sets are broken. I have no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good question.
Well, I have.
Well, you're gonna figure out how to unbreak them very quickly. I assume.
Well, yeah, hopefully, but I'm just
Should be
really
that.
curious because, like, I think this is the one set. Like, it's 50 rares, but I think these 50 rares could be like 1 million collector scores. You know, like for my account at least, which is like really weird because there's no legendary that could ever do that. You know, so I guess my thought is that this set is like the most powerful set ever created, or like any run it back is really. Because it has too much. It has too much power to do that. To give like 1 million extra.
Nostalgia is a hell of a drug, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Anyways, we'll open this pack and let's give away some moments. Actually, I was going to give away. I'll give away like the 2 of like the moments that I don't really want.
Sure.
after
You
this.
just tell after we crack. You just
Maybe
tell us
3.
what
I
we're
don't
giving
know.
away.
We'll give away a couple here.
We'll figure it out.
I'll play the sound here.
All right. So they're rolling with.
This is new, right? I think it's
Kind of different. Yeah, this is different. This is different.
Ooh, I like this.
Ben Gordon jumper. All right. Bowl, break it down. Long twos, baby. Mid 2000s, long twos. We all love that.
okay. It's a solid track. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Mid
I was
2000s
vibing
brings you
with
back to pre 3-pointers. Everybody taking 18-foot
Ooh,
jumpers.
Baron Davis.
Oh, a little behind
We
the
just saw this
back.
one.
All
That's
right, all
pretty
right.
good. I like it. It's a good move.
Who's that on the Rockets? Who did he just
who's
do that
that?
on?
What was that?
I was trying to see who he did
Yeah,
it on.
Rockets.
Who's that bald dude? I can't
David
tell.
Wesley. That's David.
Oh, it looks
Wesley.
like David
There you go.
Who is that?
The number 40. I can't tell who 40 is going for the block. Doesn't get it.
40 is someone who does not matter
Yeah.
in the grand scheme.
Yeah.
Scott
Nick-
Bassett.
Nick Calathis.
Yeah.
Ooh, 954.
Oh, Mello.
Mello.
There
Mello.
you go. A little mellow on the Nuggets.
He says, "All right, I'm gonna get this."
I like that.
Mellow-
The
mellow
patented
bucket.
Mellow mid-range J.
Yeah, mellow with dreads. Different
Ooh,
look,
big
mellow.
night for him too. He scored 43 that night.
He was good. I mean, he was good right out the chute. Like he and
Okay,
LeBron
cool.
that came
was
out.
so
And I
good.
remember Mello.
I'll
was
do
so
was a
one more pack here.
year.
And then we'll give away.
Yeah,
We'll give
he
away a
was-
couple.
Mello
Turn the
was
music
a,
on. Turn the music on again. Keep
music
turning it
Mello
on.
was a scorer like right away.
Okay.
Hey.
Game winner.
What a player, maybe goes career.
Game winner, baby. Game
I like
winner. Nice. Rookie game winner. Love that.
Good moment. Yeah, it's a great one.
I like that vibe. I'm into that.
Wallace, the
Another
crazy help
fucking
block
And
on
we have
Chris
seen
Paul.
a ton of the Gerald Wallace.
I know we've seen a
Oh,
bunch.
wow.
I mean, it's a cool like aesthetically.
Minted
like,
it
it's
to a million.
I mean, if you were live on that and you saw
Go
that, you'd be
plunge.
like, "Oh
It's
damn!"
your birthday.
Oh yeah, it's a
It
cool
actually,
movie.
that reminds me a lot of the Zion block.
Yeah,
like his,
it does.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
the same exact thing.
The Zion block is his Top Shot debut block. I just wish that was his first game and not his second game.
Bonzi, former Grizz, that was in a playoff
Bonzi.
game. That's
Oh,
maybe
That was a slam
36,
too.
On the
25.
Kings.
25 and 17. That was a playoff game. I remember that. They lost 4 games to 2 in that series, but when it went back to Sacramento, the Kings were able to win a couple and make it a series. And Bonzi was unbelievable, and it got him, I think, a 6-year, $36 million contract after that.
Good for him.
Roser dropping fucking facts tonight.
That was, I mean, well, like back then, I mean, that was your team, right? Plunge. I mean, the Kings.
Yeah,
wasn't that mid 2000s?
Yeah,
like that was
I didn't
kind of the end of the era.
yeah.
But
I didn't follow basketball all that closely when I was in high school. But yeah, that was early aughts. Like, you know, Stockton is hour south of Sacramento, hour and 15 minutes east of Oakland. So, you know, I didn't have like, I cared about the Kings more than I cared about the Warriors or anything. But
what do you have,
dude? So okay, so put that closer.
What are you flashing?
Put that closer. This is an EXO. This is is it Fleer EXO?
Skybox EX Century.
Yes, Skybox EX Century. So when I was like 10, I used to like, there was this friend that lived down the street. And we used to go to the card shop and like that Skybox EX Century thing. Like I remember those so vividly. It was like Peyton Manning and Ryan fucking Leaf. And, like it was all the football cards. We collected football. Terrell Davis, John Elway, all those fucking. Anyway,
I've got a Kobe EX 2000 rookie actually on my
nice.
Kobe.
Nice. All right, Veerman.
Cool.
What are we doing?
So I've got 4 moments here that I want to give away. Okay.
All right.
So we'll do the Gerald Wallace, the Bonzi Wells, the Ben Gordon, and the Baron Davis.
All right. What do you want the keyword to be?
Let's do Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack
it is.
The infamous Throwdowns Wolfpack collectors.
Yeah. So is still what's the bottleneck with Throwdowns? Who cares?
It's the Diallo thing. Like
is
the
it still
Diallo
up
moment,
there? Do people still care, or has that gone by the wayside?
No, I mean, like no one ever really cared about it, to be honest.
I mean, people did.
That was kind of the problem. Was like Throwdowns was just like shit on this entire time. So like, you know, this group of guys, we just met each other because we were doing the challenges against like our better judgments, and you know, everyone was just shitting on the Diallo moment, and we just went for it anyways, and now we have it, and it's just a kind of a joke. But
yeah, it's a meme culture in NFTs is like you cannot quantify.
It's very palpable.
You cannot quantify it.
Very palpable.
And I will say this though about the Throwdowns pack. There has been how many pack? There's been probably like 80 or 90 different packs, including all the like base set series, you know, drop 38 and 39 and whatever. There's like 80 plus packs, and it might be even closer to 100. Throwdowns is the only one that was minus EV. Literally, that's it. Like, is the only one.
John Boy did that thing where it was like, if you bought everything and just like held on to it, where you would be right now. The only one,
even now, like even now, relative to like the February pack drops that were like shit, and the crappy ones, like literally every single one except Throwdowns. That's the only one that's minus EV. All right, let's.
And that's why it's funny because like we did it against like it's the most infamous, most hated set on the platform, and we did it and we have it. So whatever.
Which is ironic because the moments themselves are fucking badass. Like
they just charge too much for the packs.
They just charge too much.
It was minted too high. It was at 1800. Like huge mistake.
Yeah. So Scully 916, I need your Top Shot username in the chat, and then I'll send it to Veerman. Again, I think these are going to be
it's going to be
7 days.
7 days. But yeah,
we'll have to
so
wait
Scully 916. I hope that's a Sacramento area code. Scully
I'm jotting these down too. Just
okay. So I need your name in the chat.
What's the next
your Top Shot username, and then we'll roll it again. Scully 916 needs you in the chat, and we're gonna roll it again.
Yeah.
And we'll get Scully in a minute.
How many rolls can you do?
We can do 4.
I'm not looking forward to it.
He gave balling on a budget 23.
You got that?
Nice.
Can you do 5 rolls?
Yeah. Hell yeah, we can do 5.
I'll throw in another one. I'll throw in I'll do the Alonzo Morning.
All right, so this next one, whatever the second one was, is Dat G Bob Bid. G Bobby Bid? Dat G Bobby D.
Dat G Bobby D.
Dat G Bobby D. Need your Top Shot username in the chat, please. Top Shot username in the chat so we can get to Veerman.
Yeah, no, this is great. Like I just want to do some giveaways, right?
Hell yeah, man! Fun. This is fun. We love giving away. It was funny. I was trying to calculate the other day, like the present value of everything that we've given away is like it's approaching 7 figures, which is sort of ridiculous.
Dude, I did a chart of like what we gave away
what were the big
a while back, and it
what
was
were the big
6
ones? Like
figures.
apes and stuff. What was the
mostly
early?
no, we didn't give
cool
away
cats
apes.
and cool cats and
Gave away a dead fella
we gave,
like 2
we
weeks
gave,
ago.
We gave away a ton of like Doge Pound. We gave away like cool cats was the big one though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Dat G Bobby D is the same name. All right, we're gonna roll it again. BGC earlier today.
BGC
BGC 0614.
He might turn around and say, re-roll it.
Yeah.
So
But if not, that's okay. We don't need you to re-roll it.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll it. So here's number 4. Solid Ricey Games. Solid Ricey Games.
All right.
One of our most consistent winners, I would say.
Ricey
Solid
Games.
Ricey Games.
And then the last one.
And then the last one here is going to be
Who you got?
Dr. Lumpia.
We know
Dr.
that name.
Lumpia. And
know
we
that
know
name.
all 3 of those, so we can get their. They're all in the Cool Cats Discord, so we can get their usernames.
So I've jotted down everybody but the last 3. But we're good.
All right. We're gonna bring in RB Spence. Give me a thumbs up if you're good to go.
Rip you.
I got it back, guys.
All right. Hey,
All right,
Roser,
man.
thanks so much. Much
See you,
appreciated.
Roser.
Hey, how's it
How you
going,
doing?
guys?
Thanks for waiting. How are
Gotta
you?
be quiet. Girlfriend sleeping.
So your girlfriend's sleeping, so we're not gonna do audio. We're gonna
We can
keep
do a little
it
audio.
nice and we're gonna
Just a
do
little
okay. How are
How's
you?
it going?
What's your story? Tell me. Like I don't know that I know you.
Yeah, I've been just kind of checking you guys out here and there. I joined Top Shot like April 1st, and I bought all the Cool Cat set like July 1st. Right, just in time. So
Good timing.
yeah, it's been an interesting journey.
Where are you from?
I'm from South Florida.
South
I
Florida?
actually go ahead.
I was gonna say, what, a Miami guy or?
Oh yeah, big Heat fan. And I'm actually I was a journalist for a while, and I started in sports writing right around when my alma mater, Florida Gulf Coast, made their Sweet 16 run. And Torrey Craig played in the same conference as my school. So I saw him play at my school like a bunch of times.
That's
And
awesome.
we knocked them out of the conference tournament to go to the Sweet 16, go to the NCAA tournament.
That's also that's Dunk City, right? It was at 15 or
Mhm.
16.
It was in 2013, actually.
Was that early?
Yeah. They were a 15
Have they been
seed.
back?
Yeah. They went back a couple times, but I think they lost in the first 4.
Gotcha.
To UNC. So they went through the buzzsaw.
They did.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm so happy that you're joining us. Much
I'm
appreciated.
hoping that we saved the best one for last. This is my first ever rare pack. So
We haven't cracked Wade yet. And if you're a Miami guy,
I'm ready. Let's do it.
We've done 2 of the bangers. I mean, we got a CP3 and we got a Shaq.
so just by way of like what we have not seen yet, and I'm gonna pull up my little sheet for like the bangers that we haven't seen. We haven't seen the D Wade. We haven't seen an AI. We haven't seen the Ray Allen. We haven't seen LeBron. We haven't seen the Nash. We haven't seen, and then beyond that, it's all
Vince Carter, I think. Like we haven't seen that.
VC, Kevin Garnett. I don't think we've seen the Mellow Rare.
No.
So yeah, those are sort of the ones that we're like looking for. But I think D Wade, I think far and away D Wade is the premier from a moment quality perspective, from a context perspective, from a
He or AI
player.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I think he or AI. Those are the 2 that I
I'll
would
be
really
pretty happy with a bunch of them, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean,
But
I think there's about 10 that I'd be like, fuck.
Would you be happy with a Shane Battier? Because
No.
I've won the trade. If
You can just talk to you. Can just
Veerman,
talk to me.
Veerman, you
I'll make you feel better.
You can keep the
literally,
Battier.
if you asked me for the shirt off my back, I would give it to you because you've been so helpful in everything. And like, yes, if you asked me for a Shane Battier for like a Nate Robinson trade, I would probably do it just because I like you.
Okay.
That's you guys have really opened my eyes to this community. I mean, it's something I didn't expect. When I heard about Top Shot, I was like, this could be a cool financial opportunity, maybe. But after like jumping in, it's been really remarkable to see what you guys do. I've never seen anything like it. I wrote about it. I wrote about it on Packard Media a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you guys saw it. But
Yeah,
I think I probably read that one. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
it
I
was
did
from
too.
you. Yeah.
I definitely did. And I actually had a conversation with Arthur this morning. We talked for about half an hour about like collecting as a team and like what functionality might look like for that. And I gave him a bunch of my ideas. I have no idea if they'll take any of those, but they are starting to think about like, now that they're sort of stabilizing the economy and stabilizing sort of the mechanics individually, but like, how do we expand this? What does it look like to galvanize and formalize potentially some of the things that we're doing outside of the Top Shot ecosystem that have been going on for the last year and a half that like we might be able to do on platform in the future. So nothing coming immediately, but they're certainly thinking about how do we do that together and like formalize it, which is
what
great.
were some of your I guess key points or like
Yeah.
suggestions that you thought were like that you want to see?
Yeah, so I think for me the big stuff was like the like trustless, like crypto native trustless stuff. So how do you enable Pete or Plunge and VEERMAN to trade without having to do it off platform, right? How do you enable a connection between the two of us in such a way that I don't have to like finagle my way around getting you a moment that
Like
either for
the Seussibles type of trade system?
yeah, I
or-
mean, so that was one thing that I had, Seussibles or fantasy football type of trading. But I think even more straightforward is like private listing, right? So OpenSea is a really good example of this. Like you can create a private listing for someone specifically with a specific wallet to say, hey, I'm going to sell you this for this. Because right now there's like, because the analytics tools and external products are so good, if you lift something below value, it's going to get sniped immediately. So,
well, that's half the reason why we see these bogus transactions half the
Yep.
time is because they're bundled deals.
Yep,
Right.
exactly.
It's like, oh, there's 10 deals in this one moment thing. Like,
Yep.
I get that part.
Yeah. So if there's a way to do that, like, and Dapper in theory can enable the like trustless transaction, in a way that you don't have to like formal or like, you don't have to like, you and I don't have to have some, agreement, right? Like we don't have to have like, I don't have to trust that VEERMAN's going to do this thing. There's the tech and the blockchain that allows that to happen. Great. Like that's the type of thing that I think will protect people and save them a lot of consternation with some of the other stuff that's going on and the bad taste that it will leave in people's mouths, right? Like, that was the one thing, but more so from my end, like the best thing about Top Shot when I got in January and February was the group of guys from the Plungers that was like my fantasy sports betting league that we had for 5 years, right? Like collaborative collecting, right? So it's, hey, and VEERMAN, you've helped me with this before, the Kyrie MGLE challenge. I ended up luckily cracking 3 MGLEs that were required for that challenge, and I needed the other 6 for the 9 that were necessary. I didn't have the capability to purchase them because it was cost prohibitive for me, but like I wanted to try and identify people that might be able to help me out with that process. And what I did, it was like a labor of love, but like I literally went to people that for each of the other 6 MGLE moments, I like searched for who has the serials 1 through 50 of each of these.
Yeah, that's a good strat. I like it.
Because I know that they're not going to sell them for the challenge. And if they didn't also have the other 7 or 8 or 9 moments in their collection, it's unlikely that they were going to complete the challenge as well. I happen to have a large Twitter presence. I am omnipresent in a lot of ways. Like it doesn't benefit me at all to rug anyone. Like I have the benefit of implicit trust from people. Like, I can play middleman for people because I have a lot to lose, but anonymous person XYZ 423 doesn't have anything to lose. So it's easy for me to do that. And I can benefit from being able to, like, people trust me implicitly because I have a lot to lose, but that's not the case for 99.9% of the
so we
collectors on
used
Top
to do this. So like, man, I miss these days so badly, but the early Discord days, we would do trades and like escrow kind of things. And a lot of times there'd be like collateral, right? Like you have to send a moment to me first so that I know that you're going to send my moment back, right?
Right.
Or you'd have a trusted third person. Some of my favorite trades are like, I traded with Roham to finish some of the early Hollow challenges. Like this was just a thing. Like people would trade with each other, and it was super cool.
Yeah.
And I really miss that.
I agree. And that was sort of the message that I sent to Arthur was like, that was one of the best things. That's what like got me started in Top Shot and RB. Like starting in April, you probably missed some of that because the gifting restrictions, and like totally understood why they had to stop some of that, like to prevent the multi-accounting stuff and yada, yada, yada. But like what that took away was a very unique concept of collaborative collection. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to create a anything else or a structure that puts VEERMAN at the top and keeps him at the top because he has a massive bag, right? We want to enable people elsewhere to like work through this stuff, right? So it's not just like, hey, how many points do you have? How many points can you accrue? But like, how do we build trustless systems so that the Wolf Pack or the Nine Lives Lounge or whoever else can formalize their connections to one another on platform, on chain, to enable trustless interaction? And so that was sort of the thesis and the benefit of what I was trying to talk through with him. And I gave him some ideas and just different thoughts from, I sort of crowdsourced a handful of things from the Nine Lives Lounge and from our Plunge in Discord as well. But like the idea of a clan or like a squad, right? Like, how do you have a squad where, hey, if everybody has, one moment from every person on the, like, or every team, or like we have a squad where, if there's a showcase challenge where all of us complete that challenge, then we get, if you think about Golf Clash, I don't know if anybody's played that, but there's divisions and there's squads and you can like go up a division or down a division, and there's like, rewards contained within, and, you can chat with your squad, you can, do all these different things. And I will say that, that's 5, 10, 15 steps down the road from what they need to focus on in the grand scheme of things, right? Like getting the pack drop stuff right is priority 1, 2, 3, and 4. But some of this other stuff, or how do you enhance the experience of people living on platforms so they don't have to go elsewhere to do it? And
just to your point there, I mean, Top Shot is such a social product, and there's basically no social built into the product. All the social is
it's all built on our own. Yeah.
I think they're working on it. Yeah, I think it'd be hard to replicate this.
Yeah. So anyway, RB Spence, thank you for joining us. Would you like to crack your pack?
I would.
Let's do it, and we can do it quietly because you're girlfriends.
What are you hoping for again, other than the obvious? Like, is there any particular one other than like the true like bangers?
I was actually born in New Jersey, so I'm a diehard Eagles fan. So I wouldn't mind grabbing the AI.
All right.
Awesome.
That's
all right,
nice.
Can you see this?
Don't see it yet. Plunge just walked off, and he's the one who's at the controls on sharing.
I don't know
screen.
if I'm doing this right. Because Chrome's lost permission to share my screen.
I think he's going to share his screen. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do exactly what Plunge just did. I'll be back in you go ahead. I'll be like 60 seconds.
1 sec. I think I have to change some settings here.
You got it. No rush. We got time, baby. It's only 12:15 on the East Coast.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I might call it a night after this review.
Yeah. You got it. You got it.
This has been great, though. Honestly, it's
just fun, dude. I love cracking packs. This is one of the other things too. Like, how do we? Hey, it's communal, right? Like, it's so fun. It's so fun. Yeah, it was a good conversation, and they've, like I said, they've been focusing elsewhere. They and rightly so. They should be like that should be their focus is getting the tech right for this other stuff. They don't want to be a messaging platform right now. Like. They don't.
I agree. When I say social, I mean just like build like integrate like Twitter or something into it. I'm not saying like build their own messaging app. I'm just saying like take an existing platform like Twitter and integrate it or something.
Yeah, I mean it's super hard, but some of the stuff with Susables is interesting, like the trade stuff of like offering trades, and it's really cool. Like the idea of trustless. Hey, I offer you this, you can counter it. And then like once we both accept,
I've had a couple things happen though when I was using it. It's like a couple of mistakes I made where like I'll offer a trade, and then unbeknownst to me, someone offers the same thing to me, but they switch out the serial number to like a lower one. I didn't see it. Right. And I was like, oh shit, I accepted it because it was exactly what I asked for.
Right.
But the last minute someone switched out. And so there was like 2 times I think that happened to me. And I'm just like, oh man, I didn't want that to happen, but I was just too eager to click the accept button, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, that's the trade evaluator stuff. I mean, you think about Yahoo Fantasy Sports, like for football, there's trade evaluators that'll say, hey, and all they have to do is integrate with Moment Ranks or Evaluate or any other thing and say, here's the fair market value or live token, any one of these products. Like, here's the trade. Is it good for you? Is it good for me?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's the type of thing.
I'll be right back. I got to restart. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. But yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. So you went to the Sweet Experience for the draft, right?
Yeah, I was libraries +1.
Yeah, +1. I did my best. To try and like finagle my way.
Comments. Yeah.
To try and finagle my way into a +1 for.
Did Pac Rip get one? I know he was.
He did. He got a +1.
Oh, man,
he got a +1. Thankfully, I had tickets. One of the guys in the 9 Lives Lounge got me from RSOP, actually, Royal Society of Players. He won some like giveaway for a very significant chunk of StubHub cash, basically, and gave it to me to be able to take 9 Lives Lounge members to the game. So I was waiting until we had confirmation that I was not going to be a +1, but there are going to be 4 of us that are, from the 9 Lives Lounge that are going to the game,
Man,
which is going to be a blast.
So yeah, actually, I was looking at getting Raptors tickets for the home opener, like basically behind the bench, because there's a strong possibility of like a first, like a rookie moment, right? Like the first moment from like a Scotty Barnes, like I want to be in it. But like tickets, I looked today, or like tickets for like $700 a seat. Like I'm not doing that.
Didn't rip.
Well, so if anybody out there knows anybody with tickets on the floor at the
Raptors behind the home bench.
Hey, Veerman.
Yeah.
Quick thing. Do you remember this? Is this like a thing?
I love that. I love that
So
drink. Man, it disappeared for like 20 years. I think
it still exists somehow, and it's at my like local grocery store.
I've never heard this excuse in my life, but
a lot of sugar, but it's all right. I got a beer too, though. That's what I really went for.
All right. So RB Spence, here we go. Let's go. So we're looking for Wade.
Baron Davis. Nice.
Oh, Baron Davis.
I like this moment
a little reverse.
Yeah, the under, up and
behind
under.
the back, and
I think you guys suffer through a few more of these.
I love watch. I literally, this is what I live for.
Nice
I love this shit.
move there.
So I'm curious if Dapper's limited by the NBA's like just archival footage, because I would imagine a lot of it's like there's like the lost years, I think, probably like super grainy or something where they can't even use the thing. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Austin, Austin's been on a couple times. We could totally drill him on all that stuff next time. He was potentially going to come on today.
He was going to come on tonight, but
the pack drop stuff
got in the way, and
you didn't want to face
they're
the
working
music
tonight. No, it wasn't. It wasn't
fault.
that. It was like they're literally working through the issues with the pack drop, so they're trying to fix it all. But I was hoping that he would come on to be able, because this was his baby, and
I'm sure
he did such a good job with it.
Yeah.
As long as they fix it tomorrow, like I don't think that it's not going to be a lasting impression of disdain. Like
I think your point today, Plunge, too, with like the extra was 100 packs or 500 packs.
500.
Like it's like, man, the odds
literally
so much better. Like I wish
the odds are going to be better.
Way better.
They're way better. Like by a couple percentage points. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's a Wade. Love it.
Oh, so he's pulled the archive Wade.
That's dope. It's grainy, but it's nice.
It seems like my only subtle complaint here is the stretched aspect ratio, I think, for one of the angles.
It's sort of weird.
Yeah. But that's quintessential Wade, though. Like he was a slasher, just like freaking. I mean, he wasn't a 3-point shooter. He wasn't a perimeter. Like he was get to the freaking rack kind of dude. He was awesome.
All right, one more Wade, please.
Yeah, double dipper. Oh, Pistons. We getting an 8. Wow.
Holy shit.
Rip Hamilton.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be a good one.
That's solid.
And GP, no, they're not. The archive moments are not exactly the same as the running back moments.
Yeah, they're different.
Number 8.
Look at you, Rip Hamilton, with the face mask and everything.
So you got serial 8 on this?
Yeah.
Lowest I've ever pulled.
That's crazy.
I mean, a top 10 serial for anybody is thousands of dollars.
Yes.
Yeah.
You say so. We'll see.
That's a win.
No, it will be.
That's a big
I mean,
dub.
if you slow play it, and you'll find someone.
That's a big dub.
Yeah,
8 times 4 is 32. Boom. That's all you needed to know.
That's a 9.3.
Might as well be a jersey match.
That's 9.3.
That's plenty.
That maybe more. No, I think the highest score I gave was 9.4, 9.5. I would rather have a single digit serial than anything else.
9.5.
9.5. Maybe 9.6. I'll give it 9.6.
The highest.
That's my final score.
The highest I gave was 8.5, and that was for that Chris Paul.
Yeah, you're notoriously low scorer.
Yeah, I guess so.
You were holding out. You were holding out for a single digit. serial.
I don't know. A single digit serial versus Chris Paul. Like, I'm gonna.
You know how many single digit serials there are in the running back set?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be a dick and say that
9.
anything that isn't a 1 or a jersey match is essentially like it's all the same. I know. Like I said, I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna go ahead and give it. Damn, an 8 is so. I mean, single digits so damn low. I'm gonna give it an 8.6. I'm nodding it.
You're
I'm
totally
nodding
wrong.
it just
You're
above
totally
the
wrong.
Chris Paul.
I sold
All
it.
right.
I sold a number 6 out of 15,000 Steph Curry for $3,000.
We'll see.
That is true.
It's a multiple. It's this Rip Hamilton number 8 will sell for more than any 3-digit serial of the best ones that are out there. Single digit serials matter a lot. This is a massive pull.
But it's a liquidity thing. Like, who's
It's
willing
it's
to
tough.
do that?
It took a long time for me to sell it. I will say that. Yeah,
I'll give you that. If the bid is there, it's gonna be.
That's a bad.
If it's gonna be there,
I agree.
It's gonna be there. Great, but good luck finding the bid. So
I agree.
Go for it.
It does take time. Veerman?
Sure.
I think this is the best pull of the night, to be honest with you.
I agree.
So I'm
happy with
I'm
it.
gonna I said like
I'm glad I feel like Chuck's the wrong.
I'll put this like a 9.4, I think.
Yes.
Plunge. We're about to get some virtual boxing gloves and just freaking
RB
go.
Spence. Are you feeling good?
I'm honored.
You muted me earlier.
I did mute you.
We're getting hot right now.
RB, do you feel good? Do you feel like
great.
this is?
I feel like this is huge.
It
First
is
rare
huge.
pack. First rare
pack.
The
First single digit
rare
serial?
moment I pull. Number 8.
This is massive.
The highest rated I gave it tonight. So
That's fucking massive, dude.
9.2 average. It's the best one.
I love it. So you didn't win the worst pack. I think
Did not win the
you didn't
worst.
I was
BGC
trying
might
to
have won
avoid
the-
that. Definitely trying to avoid that.
Anything you want to plug before you hop off?
This is kind of the beginning of my little media rounds. I'm going to be on the NF Teach podcast on Saturday.
Sweet. I think I'm going on
With
that
Dr.
next
Jeremy.
week. I signed up for a recording thing like next Thursday, I think. That's
Nice.
awesome. I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Cool, man.
That's about it.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you willing to wait and crack your pack with us. I'm glad you did.
Worth
Number
the wait,
8.
man.
Number 8's no
Good
fucking
one.
joke, dude. That's no joke. No
Thanks,
joke.
guys.
Awesome.
Congrats.
Have a great rest of your night.
Catch you later.
Veerman, you got to roll, right?
Yeah, it's getting kind of late here.
It's getting
But
late. Get out of here.
yeah, you know what, guys? This has been amazing. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Come back anytime, my friend.
I appreciate it. And in a week from now, those winners will have their moments. So
I'll send you anybody that sent me DMs or whatever after the fact.
Yeah, I
And
only
if
got
they
2
don't,
of them, but
we'll find them.
Cool.
We'll find
Sounds
them.
good, guys.
Yeah, but it's good talking to you. I think we'll go from there. But have a great rest of your evening. Go to sleep. We'll talk more tomorrow.
All right,
I'm
sounds
sure
good,
we'll,
guys.
we'll interact. But have a good rest of your night.
All right, see you guys. All right, see everyone.
So is that just us two now?
It's
We
just
each
you and
have
me.
a pack.
We
Do
got
we each
packs.
have a pack to rip?
I got 2 packs.
Wait, what?
I had a running back.
Oh, well then why don't you do your archive? I'll do my run it back, and then you can do your run it back. Unless you want to just do your shit
Yeah.
and then I'll do my shit.
No, it's.
I mean,
I'll do my run it back last. We'll do my archive first.
Look, I shouldn't be dictating terms because I've been slapped around by you all night. I need to.
You have,
I need to
dude.
just
You
sit back.
and you and Rose are like. I love it though. It's my.
We need
favorite
our
thing.
own. We need our own show.
You need a Memphis show.
To
You need
just
to get on
talk about
Burner's show.
Memphis bullshit. No, Rose is a great guy, and he's got like all this weird ass like knowledge about just. I mean, he's collected, and he's a big sports dude. I mean, hell, that's what his career is.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's super fun to watch.
You didn't listen to a single thing I said.
No, I didn't. I don't give a shit.
It's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch you interact with someone whose career is sports.
Okay, what do we got here?
I don't know why this isn't playing.
Dwight Howard. We were speaking of this guy being a monster.
Hard. It's hard. Even cereal. Fuck you, Jerry Stackhouse.
Fila.
You suck.
Fila. It's not even
42. Who has fucking 42?
The problem is it's Mavericks Stackhouse.
Yeah.
Like
Mavericks
you need
shouldn't be.
Sixers Stackhouse.
Agreed. I mean, he was good, but
he's a good player.
yeah, his booty cheeks bad. It's okay.
Yeah. Whatever. Can't win them all.
He was so good for so long.
Kyle Korver, he was
Finished with
3-point
12
shooter.
points.
That's all he was.
Triple overtime though.
That is an ass pack.
That's
said
an ass pack.
Weisberg.
This
It's
Dwight's nice.
Cheeks.
All right.
We're not rating an archive pack. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you wanna rock yours?
Yeah. Let me get it. Let me get my shit going. Share do a little screen share. The Chrome tab.
Giants are down.
Top shot. Oh really? What's it? What inning now? It's got to be
bottom
close
of
to
the
the
ninth.
end, right? Yeah.
Middle of the ninth, so they got to score one here. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Yep. Ouch. Hey, you were there. It was the same tour.
Is that Nickelback and Hinder?
I promise you.
So I saw Hoobastank. They
Top
opened.
shot. Hey, how many do we have left? Might be. Is it 3? We got maybe 3 left for the people that stuck it out all the way.
Yeah, we got 3. We'll do a triple
3
roll
left.
at the end for those people
that stuck it all the way through.
What was I going to say? Oh, I saw Hoobastank. I've seen Hinder and I've seen Chevelle and I've also seen Hoobastank. All separate. Well, Hinder and Chevelle were the same event. It was like a music festival. Hoobastank. They opened for Incubus in early 2000s. Yeah, Weisberg. It's the same tour. Holy shit, that's loud. Oh, let's go.
Warren Fang, it's your job to find someone else to bring into the plunge. I'm not rolling it again. No, I'm not giving you a TS moment. I'm giving you a thing. You can either sell it, you can trade it, you can whatever.
Whatever.
Rookie moment, yeah.
Hold on. Random fun fact. How crazy is it that Lou Williams and AI were on the same team? Like, it was his rookie year
Not
on the
that
Sixers. Anyway, as we were.
Scherzer in the ninth.
Oh, let's go! Let's fucking go!
He says, give me that. Let's go. Give me that.
thunderous jam. All right.
Chelsea. Nice.
I'll take it. Freaking owns Shaq on this.
It's a good moment. He's a Hall of Fame player. It's his only moment on Top Shot.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I'm glad with that. I'm good with that. And I
I
pulled the LeBron.
I give this pack an 8.2.
I pulled the LeBron and I pulled
8.2 because of the LeBron. It would have been like a 7.6.
Yeah.
Maybe no. It's like an 8.6. It would have been an 8.2 without the LeBron.
Yeah, I mean the Ben Wallace I would say is above average, but not like much beyond that. You know,
see, that's where you and I differ. He's a Hall
you
of
think
Fame
he's
player.
way above average because he's a Hall of Famer.
I think he's in the top 25% for sure.
I guess
Probably
that's
top 20.
I guess that's probably true. The moment itself is pretty dope. I mean, it's like embodies the fact that he was like a fucking monster on defense for like there was like a 5-year period where like there was nobody better on defense than him. Okay, so that was nice. Invigorating. I mean,
Let's
that
give
was
away.
a pretty.
Hey,
That was
why
a
don't we
pretty
give away?
badass
Why don't we
pack.
give away one of the last 3 plunge and stream things here? Okay, so we're gonna do a quick one.
Do it and then rip
Plunging.
yours.
Plunging in the chat. Plunging in the chat.
Plunging in the chat.
30 seconds. We'll play the giveaway song. Might as well. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
do
I
it.
gotta pee.
Fucking do it.
I gotta pee. We're gonna be right back.
Just do it already.
Subscribe and that bullshit. You might win some free shit. Give. Gonna give away. We're gonna give away some. Give. We're gonna give away. We're gonna give away some. It could be you. It could be you, babe. It's probably not. It's probably not. And if it is, oh, that would be so crazy. I smell a bot. I smell a bot.
Rigged. This shit is rigged. Rig job selling. Come on.
Well, who's the winner? Who gonna win one of these little NFTs for the plunging?
God damn it.
What? Damn you, Warren. Fang. Son of a bitch.
God damn it, Warren Fang.
You just keep winning everything.
God damn it. No, I like this though. Warren, I'm not gonna re-roll it. I want you to pick.
I'm just
And
listening to the music.
This is part of so I will say the in real life plunging or plungers group that I started, it's like a referral service. Like you bring people in. It's not a like, oh hey, someone wins this shit. So you're in already. You have 2 invites is essentially the way that I'm looking at this. You get to pick 2 people that come in. So
That's cool.
I'm not gonna give you a top shot moment. I'm gonna give you shit. You get the gift of bringing 2 people in. Okay.
Buddy, whoever you want.
Your job is to find those 2 people, whoever you want. Give me their ETH addresses and we'll get it.
Can I buy an S1 legendary with this?
Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, here we go. What am I doing now? What are we doing?
You're cracking your rib.
Rib
cracking
for her pleasure.
You're cracking ribs, man. And that's the closer, I suppose.
All right, here we go. We're gonna open it.
Oh man, let's see what you get. What are you personally hoping for? Honestly, out of the top of the top, you want the Wade? Yeah. All right.
Or AI. I would love that. AI.
Yeah. Iverson would be. Well, there's the Zoe. Who is that? Gerald Wallace. God dang, man. Everybody getting Gerald Wallace up in here. Ridnour. Smush. Man, this is cheeks as fuck right now. Come on. What do we got? Did you click it?
Nope.
Oh, you haven't clicked it yet. Come on, give this man what he deserves.
Fuck, Bosch.
Chris Bosch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, double dig.
Cereal.
All right. Kind of rescues it a little bit.
Nice cereal. Good cereal.
Good cereal.
Love
Good
that.
player. He's a Hall of Famer. Like already in the Hall of Fame, not like he could be. I'm gonna be honest though. This is pretty cheeks. Other than that,
Cheeks. Other than that,
it's straight up cheeks. Other than that, so
Wait,
this
Bosch is like top third.
yeah. I mean, easily top half. Probably top
two
third.
digit cereal matters. The two digit.
Yeah,
I think.
The
I think
top
if I
shot
wanted
relevance.
to sell it, a couple hundred, like
Like
upper
500 maybe.
upper three figures.
I was thinking 5 or well, no, because so here's like a side note. Then I was curious of your opinion on this because people were asking about like, and I don't want to go too long because we're already over 3 hours, but like just like the general floor though, like so the floor on the S1 run it backs it's like $489. So let's just say it's $500 like for an S1 run it back, and that's $275 count. If you extrapolate, sure. I mean, if you extrapolate that to the 990 counts, which is the market like up and going with the new stuff yet or not? Not really. I thought
because you haven't been able to list. They won't be
Right.
They won't be able to list anything until after the general queue.
So it's locked out. So the 990 stuff, if you extrapolate that, it comes to about like a $140 floor or whatever. So like that's like your bottom level, assuming you like extrapolated that shit. I think that people are gonna kind of like play a little behavioral finance here and just like anchor to the $500 like run it back and just like shoot your shot. And like if you're the first one listing something out there, you're just gonna throw that number out and see what happens. People are gonna undercut.
I disagree. I think the number is going to be $169 because that's what the cost of the pack was.
Oh, so you think people are going to anchor on the cost of the pack, not like the previous ribs, and just
it's sort of what happened with throwdowns, and then it sort of just like kept
sure.
going
But I think the run it back has like a little bit of different cachet to it, so that's why I was kind of thinking maybe people will try to like basically ignore the count. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's like proper logic or anything, but like they're just going to basically ignore the count and just like pin it basically like the cheapest run it back that was out there was $489. So this is going to be right around there and just go from there. And like obviously undercutting and all that take over and it'll settle where it should be in that, call it 150 and up kind of area.
All right. I need to go because my kid's crying. We got how
for
many
real?
do we have to give away?
Oh my God.
2 more?
We got 2 more. I didn't even. Oh, Fang won the second one. We got
the third one.
Third one. We got 2 more to go.
All right, let's roll it twice. Plunge in the chat. And we're gonna roll it twice, and then we're gonna go because I gotta go get my kid.
By the way, this is a Steve painting
chat.
behind me.
What is it?
Let's get it. Yeah, it's a Steve painting.
Oh, and then we're gonna raid over to no hitter after this.
Ripping
right.
cardboard.
Here we go. We're gonna roll the first one. Plunge in the chat. Ray Sioner. I need you to whisper me on Twitch from this account your ETH address. Ray Sioner 11. I'm not gonna come to you. You gotta come to me. And then we're gonna re-roll it again.
Claim your prize.
Top shot Tesla. There we go. Hit me with your ETH address in chat. All right. We're going to break it here. We're going to raid over to no hitter. If you guys want to see some pack cracking, some cardboard stuff, friend of the stream, lovely person, and have a great night. Love you all. Let me do this now. Raid.
It's been fun.
Raid. It's been fun. No.
We opened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 run it backpacks and a couple of archive ones.
Yeah, that we did. All right, boys. Have a great rest of your night. Talk to you later.
See ya.